This week in Plant City, Florida, when a man wins a $30 million lottery, it seems like he's the luckiest man in the world until he disappears. But did he just run away to hide from money seekers, or was he brutally murdered by a ruthless plot hatched by one of the people he trusted most? Welcome to Small Town Murder. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder.
Yay!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Wissman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another wild edition of Small Town Murder. It's Florida today, so that's always a banner week for Small Town Murder when it's Florida, because it's always going to be crazy. We will get to all of that and more. Before we do, though, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets.
Yeah.
Tickets for live shows starting out February the 21st, Nashville. Let's go, Nashville.
Yeah.
Let's get in there and sell that out. Then we have March 6th in Durham, March 7th in Atlanta. Phoenix is sold out, but the Phoenix Your Stupid Opinion show on March 21st still has tickets, so get in there, get those tickets right now. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Go there, the whole, until there's way more dates, and they're all on there, so do that. Definitely listen to the other shows that we do, Crime in Sports and Your Stupid Opinions, which are hilarious, and I think you'll really like them. That's why we're telling you about them. Otherwise, we wouldn't even bother. We wouldn't even bother. Then get yourself Patreon. This is where the good stuff is. Patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all of the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above, you're going to get everything we put out. That includes, as soon as you subscribe, you get hundreds of back bonus episodes you've never heard before. Then you get new ones every other week. One Crime in Sports, one Small Town Murder, and you get them all.
You get it all.
You get it all. This week, what you're going to get for Crime in Sports, we're going to talk about William Tank Black, who was a college football coach turned agent. Master P is involved in this whole thing somewhere, and then he was a criminal after that. So there's a lot of good stuff to get in there. It's a nice arc for him. And then for Small Town Murder, we're going to talk about that Perfect Neighbor documentary on Netflix that everyone has been asking us to talk about for months now. So we're going to get into that. It's a great one. Tons of stuff on YouTube too, kind of supplemental stuff and things like that. So do that. In addition to that, you are going to get everything we put out, Crime in Sports, Your Stupid Opinions, and Small Town Murder, all ad-free with your Patreon as well. Ad-free, not an ad there. And you get a shout out at the end of the regular show. That's, by the way, on the audio version.
Just
Not on Netflix.
It would be crazy to do that here. That would be insane.
That would be a little weird to do that on Netflix. Yeah, just to watch people.
Nobody would give a shit. Watch
a man struggle to read. Some people say they want it. I don't think they know what they're asking for.
If you want that, see me at the library.
So that's that disclaimer time.
Yeah.
This is a comedy show, everybody.
It is.
We are comedians. We are going to talk about murder, obviously, and there will be jokes. And you go, well, how do you do that? Well, very easily here. What we do is we don't make fun of the victims or the victim's family.
Why is that, James?
Because we're assholes,
but
we're not scumbags. That's how that goes. See, there's plenty of other stuff to make fun of. We make fun of a small town just because, why not? We're all from somewhere that deserves to be made fun of. Who cares? And we make fun of, a police force that lets a murderer go free. We make fun of murderers because what else can we do? We're comedians. We have no recourse here.
Because fuck them, that's why.
Because fuck them, that's why. So there you go. That said, if that sounds good to you, you're going to hear a wild, crazy story, and we're happy that you're joining us. If you think true crime and comedy should never, ever go together, I don't know why you're here.
What's wrong with you?
You should check it out. No complaining later, though. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And let's all sit back. What do you say, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Clear the lungs, and let's all put our arms to the sky, and let's all shout. Shut up and give me murder. Let's do this, everybody.
Okay.
Let's go on a trip, shall we?
Yeah.
We are going to Florida this week. Here it is. We are the panhandle of all panhandles. Just two panhandles welded together. This is in Plant City, Florida.
I mean, the whole state
a lot
is
of plants,
right?
It's everywhere. Yeah, they're growing all over the place. This is in western Florida, but not like the panhandle up there. It's in like outside of Tampa, western Florida. Yeah, western side there, the Gulf side. It's about 30 minutes to Tampa. about an hour and 5 to Orlando, and about 3 hours to Tequesta, Florida. Our last Florida episode 634, the face-eating frat boy.
Yeah, he was a lunatic, right?
I don't
An
need to
actual crazy guy.
Oh, yeah, very crazy. I don't need to explain that one. I think you guys get the point there.
Yeah.
This is in Hillsborough County, area code 813 and 656. Can't hold this town down with one area code. Couple of nicknames here. Well, a motto and a nickname. Their motto is the same motto that most places have.
Sure.
They either have it's a great place to live, work, and play, or they have preserving the past, embracing the future.
And they are.
Yeah, we like the past, but we're moving forward.
Florida's past, not so much to preserve.
No, we can do without that probably.
I don't need that book.
Nickname, their present too is really could probably be brushed aside pretty easily. I think,
and probably the future if I'm going.
I mean, if I'm being honest, the other nickname is the Winter Strawberry Capital of the World. Of the world.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Winter strawberry.
Winter strawberry.
Is there a summer one or a spring one?
I don't know if they mean they grow in the winter or if it's a specific strain of strawberry that's a winter strawberry. I'm not sure. Little bit of history. Plant City's original name during the middle 1800s was, oh boy, bear with me, everybody, Itchypuckasassa.
Oh.
Ichepuckessaassa.
It's your itchy asshole pucker, right?
Itchy pucker.
It's your itchy pucker hole, right?
Itchy pucker hole.
They
were
named
like,
it itchy asshole.
It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
No.
Itchy asshole, I don't think
It's
rolls
because
off
Worms,
the
Florida
tongue.
was taken.
Yeah. There's check for Worms, Florida is not great. This was after the Native American village that occupied the territory. In 1860, they renamed it Cork because the postmaster was from Ireland, and that's what was his hometown.
All right. Yeah.
So he named it that. Then finally, Plant City. You'd figure because there's a lot of plants.
Yeah.
No, there's a guy named Henry B. Plant of the South Florida Railroad that he brought the railroad in, which meant people could take all of their agriculture and move it along. So they were so happy with him, they named the place after him. Then it was in 1911, it was reincorporated as Town of Plant City. And then they reincorporated again as the City of Plant City, which sounds redundant, but here we are.
It got bigger than a town, James.
It's the City of Plant City now. Reviews of this town. Yeah. Here we go. We don't know anything about it. Let's find out what people think. 5 stars. Everyone knows everyone.
Sure.
Again, people think that's a positive, and
that's not a good thing.
I'd like to be semi-anonymous here.
Fuck alone.
Please. Plant City is 110% country living, mixed with modern amenities.
Oh, there's an extra 10% at this town.
Extra 10%, but you don't have to shit in a hole in the yard. So
that's nice.
Modern amenities, The town is beautiful, especially in the downtown and historical areas. In other words, and I assume this is probably a song lyric that I'm unaware of, because this is all in a quote. In other words, ... it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from, lots of front porch picking. Where I come from, trying to make a living, working hard to get to heaven, where I come from.
Alan Jackson, James. Give him a hand.
No, that sounds awful.
You just sang his song, man.
Wow. I don't think that would be classified as singing, probably. I read it as dryly as humanly possible.
As much as Alan Jackson sings, that was singing.
Does he not sing much either? Does he not?
He's not much of a melodic guy.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken.
I thought it was John Denver at first.
Close enough. I can't believe they got every fucking word of it, though. That was very impressive.
I thought it was Thank God I'm a Country Boy, but I guess not. I don't know shit about country music. You know that. 5 stars here.
Yeah.
I love this place. It's very quiet, peaceful, and booming. It's an up-and-coming community. There is communities going up around, very rural, and farms around. Okay? So it's a mix of suburbs and farm.
I think that's a country music quote.
I was going to say, who is that exactly? Is that a Garth Brooks lyric? What are we talking about? 3 stars. I liked the idea of a small town. However, there were limited resources. That's a small town.
And then I got here.
I was like, oh, this isn't good at all. It was hard for our school to get many resources due to its small size. There was also a large problem with graffiti and gang violence. I thought it was country living porch picking or whatever the fuck what did he say? Something about chicken, I think.
Tax dollars usually come based on population. So if there's not a lot of population, there's no fucking money for you.
There's not a lot of money. That's what I mean. So, yeah you better keep working hard to get to heaven, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I'm giving advice from Alan Jackson. I feel like that person would take that advice a little easier from Alan Jackson than from us. That's all.
Why don't you just have a little cornbread and chicken and
just have some cornbread and chicken, get on your front porch and start picking and shut the fuck up. Yeah. Leave us the fuck out of it. There was also, everyone knew everyone. Actually, everyone, K-E-W, everyone. I assume that's new, what they're going for there.
K-E-W?
Everyone coo everyone. Which was nice. I just wish everyone would be a little nicer. Well, that's Florida. Sure. There you go. 2 stars. Where I live is kind of in the woods, so there's not a lot of that stuff. At least I have not seen it. That's the whole review.
It was almost rhyming.
That stuff. I don't know what that stuff is. 1 star, finally. People are rude.
Sure are.
They always are in a hurry, cutting off each other and begging in this tiny city. Huh. What? None of that makes sense. On the bright note, schools are good. Okay. The teachers are helpful with the kids. There's not much to do for the younger ones, but it would be nice for families like that to be away from the big city, but to live close enough to enjoy the bigger cities with a little drive. Yes, suburbs is what you just described.
Yeah.
Okay. My brain is broken from Florida people.
Tampa's right there. I mean,
Tampa's right there. Yeah, obviously.
You can go get a chicken. Yeah.
You can go get a chicken. You can get shit tons of meth.
Walks down the road.
Yeah, you can pick it up. Hey, Rooster, look at you.
Got a chicken.
Blonde women with bruises all over their legs. Yeah. It's all there in Tampa, everybody. People in this town, 39,700 or 272. Sorry.
Good sized town.
That's a decent size. It's grown a lot recently in the last 10 years or so. More women than men, which is strange for a town by a lot. It's 51.7% women, so that's well above the average. It's usually 50.1%. Median age here, 36.8. It's right around the national average within a year or two. The family stats here, 47% married, 23% single with children. So it's kind of a suburb and then kind of also a small – it's a mixture of people that grew up country – out there, and people who just don't feel like living right in Tampa. So you get that's the mix that's going on here. Race in this city, 50.4% white, 14.7% black, 30.3% Hispanic. The religion here, 40% religious, which is low, honestly, for Florida. And you'd think, because as we know, Baptists are the Catholics of the South. You'd think they'd have the most, but no. Catholic barely edges out Baptist here. Because
welcome to transplants.
Baptists of Florida. I don't know. That's where we are here. 0.6% Jewish, so we do not get to sing this week. Unemployment rate is under the national average. It's low.
That's good. Yeah.
Median household income also less than the national average, though. It's usually about $69,000 here, $57,025. Okay, not terrific. But the median home cost, so cost of living overall, 100 is average. Here it's 104.
Okay.
So not bad. Housing is lower than 100. Housing is $322,400 is the median home cost here.
It's a bit steep,
It's a bit steep for where you are, but maybe we've convinced you. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the cornbread and the chicken and the porch picking and all that shit. But we have for whatever it was. We have for you the Plant City, Florida Real Estate Report. Your average 2-bedroom rental here goes for above the national average. It's expensive to rent here. $1,460 is your average 2-bedroom.
Holy.
Wow. There, by the way, on the Zillow listing for this town, there are so many trailers. I can't even. It's like the first 4 pages are all trailers. There's no.
It is interesting how the trailer population around Florida is way the fuck up.
Considering they, outside of Oklahoma, live in the worst place to have a fucking trailer. Constantly
because of the weather there.
Take your trailer.
I guess you just float it down the road if it floods, right?
Put some Put some ballasts on the side of it and hope for the
Now
best.
you got a pontoon boat.
That's right. That's what I'd do if I moved in. Here is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, so technically T-bowl for each and every B-hole here. 1,232 square foot manufactured home. It's a trailer home, but they built like a carport thing in front of it with actual stone pillars, which seems like a waste of stone for a trailer.
Oh, it ain't moving now.
It's not going anywhere. This thing is $15,000. And that's not auction. That's not foreclosure. That's 15
Is that the
grand.
property or is the
I don't know.
Is that just the porch? Is that the driveway? What is that? $1,500.
A 2006 Honda Civic, I guess, basically.
It's got to be rent. It's got to be $1,500 a month, right?
Plus the rent. And who knows? I would hope not. It looks like a piece of shit, so I would think not. Here is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It could be a trailer, but it's not. It's actually a built home. 1,440 square feet. It's on 0.53 acres.
That's
so
nice.
You get a little. It's built in 1966. Inside could use a lot of work. They have some real old tiles and shit. It's in foreclosure. $229,000 for that bad boy.
In foreclosure, though.
In foreclosure. Then finally, you want to stretch out.
Here we go.
You've done very well for yourself. You want a big old front porch for picking and chicken
King Plant City.
licking and whatever else you're doing. 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 4,577 square feet on a 24.71 acre lot. Huge.
5,000 square feet on 24 acres?
Lots of room. Just it's got a big gate in the front. Lots of, like, if you had horses, this would be a good place for you.
Damn, yeah.
$2,600,000. So you can afford horses if you're moving in there.
Worth it, right?
No. It could be $260,000. I wouldn't live in that house in this fucking town.
I just mean if I had $2.5 million spent on a
I
house.
wouldn't spend it in Florida.
No. Just if you get that property with that house, obviously location,
somewhere else?
location. But somewhere, that's
it'd be worth
great piece of,
Oh, it's worth it. It's beautiful. It's great. I mean, if that's what you're in the market for, it's terrific. It's built in 2015. It's not too old, too. Wow. Things to do here. Oh, boy. It's the Florida Strawberry Festival, everybody. No surprise there. It says each spring, the Florida Strawberry Festival rolls out the red carpet to welcome visitors from throughout the Sunshine State and the world. Guests come from near and far to enjoy exhibits of agriculture, commerce, industry, livestock, fine arts, horticulture, and crafts.
Yeah,
there's rides and there's all that kind of shit. And then, of course, there's a lot of music, and we're going to talk about those.
Oh, boy. And they got 40,000 people, so they bring some giant acts.
Oh, there's a lot in here. I was so disappointed not to see Ludacris. I really was. I really thought Ludacris would be here, but he's not.
He's busy.
If you're new to the show, Ludacris does every small town festival in America. We feel there's at least a dozen Ludacry walking the country doing shows on a given
It's usually
weekend.
a coin flip, whether it's Ludacris or Nelly.
Yes.
Both of them love these places.
They have neither. Now, here are the non-headlining bands. Okay, these are just going to be
openers,
hanging out.
The all day.
Dennis Lee. Wonder what he sings. Richie and the High Street Rockers.
Wonder what they do.
Okay. Martin and Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay. Gospel Night with Pastor Pee Wee Callens.
Oh, no.
Oh, joy. Christy Krause. Ted Stevens and the Do Shots.
The Do Shots.
D-O-O, like do-wops, but do shots. Yeah. Jess Kelly Adams. Wonder, that sounds country. Reach City Worship. The 3 Dom Band. It's either 3 guys named Dom or a bunch of guys with like whips and chains and
3
gimp
chicks
masks.
that Dom.
Just
that
fuck your
stomp
shit up.
balls.
Casual with a K and a Z.
Don't like that at all.
Nerdy Noah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know Nerdy Noah?
Big fan.
Big fan. Huge. Grandpa Cratchit. There was a puppet involved in that one, so that gives you a good idea of something. Rannell's Rustic Wood Carving Show and Robinson's Racing Pigs.
Okay.
Okay, now the headliners.
Here we go.
Jimmie Sturr and his orchestra.
Never heard.
The Oak Ridge Boys.
Get the fuck out
The
of
remaining live members of the Oak Ridge Boys.
How many are dead?
I don't know how many there were to begin with. I have no idea.
I think
I'm just going to sing Elvira over and over.
I had the album with Elvira on it, and it feels like there was 4, maybe 5 of them.
I could see 4 of those guys.
One of them had a beard.
Right.
One of them was kind of handsome, looked like the mouth of the South. What's his name?
Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, it kind of looked like him.
Well, Jimmy Hart was in the Gentries. He should have ordered. He should have joined the Oak Ridge Boys.
I love that album. That's a good album.
Alabama.
Nice.
Joe D. Messina. Jamie Johnson.
She's terrific.
Lone Star.
Nope. Hate him.
Ty Myers. Riley Green featuring Hannah McFarland. Got to have her in there.
Yikes.
Gene Watson. The Legends of Love featuring Brian McKnight, Genuine, and Ruben Studdard.
Brian McKnight, Genuine. We may as well bring around Ruben Studdard's fat ass.
Here. Yeah, the buffet is overflowing. We bring Ruben in. We ordered too much. Sandy Page, or Sandy Patty, sorry. Lauren Daigle, John Foster, Brantley Gilbert, which sounds extremely country.
He's fucking horrible.
Bill Haley Jr. and the Comets. Not Bill Haley. His kid's got to be 80 by now. How old are these people? The Bellamy brothers. I don't know if Bill's involved in that or not. It's Bill and Ralph. That's who it is. Bill Bellamy and Ralph Bellamy. They are brothers.
I feel like I know who they are, though.
Despite age and race, they're brothers. Dierks Bentley.
Yeah.
The Marshall Tucker Band.
Jesus.
Forrest Frank. Pitbull Toddler. Does Pitbull have a child that raps now? Pitbull Toddler. The Offspring. And finally, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah. Two of these things aren't like the other.
Aren't like
the
other.
Offspring and Joan Jett playing a concert series with Dierks Bentley.
With Dierks Bentley, and we'll bring in the Marshall Tucker Band, whoever's left from them, too. Why not?
That felt like it tapered off into the worst ones minus the last two. I'd rather see the Offspring and Joan Jett than anybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, by far. I guess Marshall Tucker has some good old songs. They're fine.
Yeah, Alabama, I'd love to see live. The Oak Ridge Boys, I'm fucking in. They've got to be 90. They've got to be.
Just be sitting there going, fucking Elvira. Elvira. They're gonna play. Oh, here it is. Here's Elvira. Okay, Elvira's over. Hey, just do Elvira more, please. Yeah, we don't know the other songs. Or
I want to hear the
country cornbread picking. There you go.
I want to hear all that from these old ass men.
God. Crime rate in this town, what we are interested in, property crime is about 1/3 above the national average.
All right.
So it's a small town.
Pretty dangerous. Yeah.
Wouldn't expect that. Then violent crime, murder, rape, robbery, and of course assault. The Mount Rushmore of crime is just above the national average. So
lock your doors, Dierks Bentley. They're coming to get you.
Lock them up, fucking close them down here. Yeah. The Offspring are going to want to be kept separated from these people so they don't get robbed. That said, let's talk about some murder.
All right.
Here. Wow,
here
this
we
is
go.
a crazy story. Let's start with a quote from a detective of the Polk County Sheriff's Office. All right. Yeah. This is David Clark. He says, Polk County is what most people consider a rural county. We have a lot of orange groves. We have a lot of cow pastures, a lot of houses with large acreage, but we also have metropolitan areas such as the city of Lakeland. Lakeland is a very diverse city. You have pockets of Lakeland that are very affluent people. The crime rate in Polk County is one of the lower counties in Florida. We don't have a lot of violent crime. On the spectrum of Florida, I would put us in the lower 10%. Because some of this case kind of happens in Polk County, so that's why they're involved in this. And it's a multi-county, multi-state, multi-jurisdictional investigation. So
elevated crime rates, but according to the other places in Florida, not so bad.
On the spectrum of Florida, which is saying something.
They got to figure it the fuck out if that's true.
On the spectrum of an alligator hopped up on meth, it's, over here, it's less than that. It's picture like a gerbil.
Yeah.
A gerbil on Sudafed is what we are compared to an alligator on meth.
A ferret on bath salt.
That's it. That's it. I'm a badger on Benadryl. It's fine.
Just tearing faces.
So let's talk about a person first here.
Let's do it.
Let's introduce ourselves to a guy with a goddamn cool name.
Yeah?
Abraham Shakespeare is his name.
Fucking what?
That's his real name. His real name is Abraham Lee Shakespeare.
That is awesome.
That's the coolest name of all time that we've ever covered, right? Abraham Shakespeare.
That's his parents being badasses, right?
That sounds like being cool as shit. I mean, his parents are probably highly religious, which is probably where Abraham came from, and their last name just happens to be Shakespeare.
Dope.
Abraham Shakespeare, though, that's like
fucking rad.
Wow, that is cool as shit. That sounds like so made up. It's just too good to be real. That
or
sounds
they're
like
just history buffs.
That sounds like a rapper who hung around Most Def in the late 80s, late 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Abraham Shakespeare. I got some shit to say. He's born April 24th, 1966. He's born in Lakeland, Florida, youngest of 4 children.
All right.
His parents, and we'll talk about his mom, Elizabeth Walker, who comes up quite a bit in the story here. His parents were seasonal laborer orange pickers.
Okay.
Which is a tough gig by any standard.
Oh my God! If you've never seen what tree an orange grows on,
fucking
the
brutal.
Thorns on those fucking things. They're 3 inches long.
Oh, they're like spikes.
Yeah, it's like a piece of wood that's been sharpened by nature. And if you get pricked by that, it burns for hours.
It's like a bougainvillea. It's like poison in your system.
But
it's the same thing.
Thicker. It's
thicker.
They're crazy.
More painful by far.
Yeah.
The oranges. They're horrible.
Trees don't want you to have their fruit.
No, I can't stay away from my fruit. Now, we talked about on Crime and Sports, Eddie Johnson, if we remember, who's a horrible, raped a child, is in jail for the rest of his life, thank fuck. Got arrested over 100 times. You should listen to the episode. It's interesting. Anyway, his parents were seasonal orange pickers, and his life was not good because of that, because it was really
And he
hard.
had a brother that
he had a brother
made
too.
the NBA also,
That's right, and got into some trouble as well, but not legal, just more... you messed up, Frank. You screwed up a lot.
Lost his job about it, that kind of thing.
So he grew up, it's a poor family, obviously. You don't have seasonal orange pickers and be wealthy.
They're not loaded?
They're not low. Strange, right? They weren't like a legacy family that just said, we got to keep close to the people and seasonally, pick fruit, I think. That's
on piecework. They make about 35 cents an orange, and they just pick thousands of them a day.
They think stoop labor is really the best way to keep close to the people. So he struggled academically, not good in school at all. Abraham quit school after the 7th grade, which is way too early.
It's incredibly early.
We always say high school shit, most of it you really aren't going to use or whatever, but you're using shit up until about the 10th grade. You know what I mean?
Probably.
And then the rest of it is a specialized whatever, but you need to know basic stuff. And 7th grade is too young to drop out. That's 12
Oh my God. Yeah, 7th grade, you haven't even talked about World War II yet.
No, that's 12.
You don't know shit.
You haven't talked about semantics yet. You haven't talked about anything. And he can't read or write is the other thing, which is probably why he dropped out, because he was frustrated that if you can't read or write.
Could you read in 7th grade? I think I could.
I could read pretty well in the 7th grade.
I'm about at the same level as I was then, but
you get through it.
I know the alphabet.
Yeah, you get through it. I've seen you write things, seen you jot something down.
You show me a letter, God damn it, I'll identify it.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what comes after it and before it. What do you think of that? God damn it.
I might have to think a little on before it.
Before is tough. I always said if I ever got pulled over and they said alphabet backwards, I'd just go, arrest me. I haven't done a thing wrong, but
take me.
Z. I'm out of ideas.
I got ZY, but
A is at the end of this.
X. It is XYZ. All right.
Yeah. W. I think there's a T in there somewhere. A U possibly.
It's a couple
V.
back.
V U T. Me doing this on the side of the road, I'm getting arrested. Period. I'm going, hold on.
Can I use my fingers?
If I do, if I'm doing that, can I work it? No? Fuck. So he's an illiterate 7th grade dropout, Abraham Shakespeare, which sounds like Abraham Shakespeare should be getting his master's degree in French literature or something.
Or dropping out in 5th grade and becoming a mathematician genius.
Yes. He's like some sort of savant or prodigy.
Yeah.
He's
in school going, this bores me.
This is boring. I'm bored. May I have something to do that is up to my intellectual capacity?
Give me a challenge.
He worked in the citrus fields as a teenager because he dropped out when he's 12. So the next thing you do is go work in the fields because there's nothing else you really can do. Right. He's working with his father in the field. He's got some brushes with the law at an early age. At the age of 13, he's arrested for stealing from a convenience store.
Arrested.
And not only is he arrested at 13, what are you stealing from a convenience store?
Right.
Raisinets? What are you stealing?
That's arrest worthy?
That's what I mean. Put the Twix back.
He's got to be loading up, right?
You call their parents and you say, hey, your kid's a shithead, come pick him up. He's not allowed in the store anymore. You don't call the cops. He ended up going to a juvenile detention center till he was 18.
He had to have been stealing a lot from them, and
right?
they just caught him.
I would think, because otherwise this is that's beyond reason.
A 3-year sentence on a
five.
Oh, because he was 13.
He was 13. Do 5 years for
5-year sentence on a Slurpee? Come on, that can't be right.
That seems crazy, but that's what he did. He was in juvenile reform school until 18. I don't know if his parents said, keep him there, we can't afford him, or I'm not sure. I doubt it, honestly, because their parents really seemed to care about him, and they seem like loving people, so it makes no sense.
It had to be systematic theft over a long, and they knew he was doing it, and they finally caught him.
And also, he's poor, so there's no way to defend against it either. Right, yeah, but I mean, saying 13 should be
held for 5 years.
His defense should be, I should be in the 8th grade right now, and I was picking fruit in a field. That's my defense.
Yeah,
I should be in math class.
Right.
Yeah, and I really wanted a Snickers. So after he gets out of reform school at about 18, he starts holding manual labor jobs because when you're illiterate, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
You have to be able to read to work. People always say, oh, do well in school, you'll end up working at McDonald's. You have to be able to read to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You got to
fill out the application. You don't got to read shit.
No, you got to be able to at least fill out the application.
Yeah.
So he does jobs like dishwasher and things like that where you don't really have to fill out an application. You just show up and there you go. At one point, he gets a job as a garbage man, which is a pretty good gig for him, actually.
That's impressive, yeah.
Also hauling concrete blocks, sweeping floors at his friend's barber shop. Mm-hmm. Just whatever he can get, basically what we did. but we were dumb enough to go to school till we were 18, like idiots.
No shit.
So over the next decade here of adulthood, he's going to get arrested a bunch.
Yeah.
Trespassing, things like that, dumb things. He assaults his girlfriend at one point.
Oh boy.
Which lands him in prison. So he goes
to
prison
long?
for assaulting his girl. I think like a 2-year period. That had to be
this man has done near a decade in prison already. He's not even 30.
More time in prison than school.
Right.
If you think about that, that's crazy for a guy who's in his 20s here. Mm-hmm. So he gets released from prison in 1995 and goes to live with his mother, which is just what everybody wants to do.
Yeah.
You know, guy's he's a tough go of things. He'll end up having 2 sons. In the late 90s, he hooks up with a woman named Antoinette Andrews.
Hell yeah.
And this is from a book that we'll talk about later, the title, and I'll give everybody their plugs and credits and everything.
That's another historic sweet name, too. That's a pretty
Antoinette.
Dope name. Antoinette, yeah.
Abraham,
like Marie,
she could have been Antoinette Shakespeare. That's an awesome name. Wow, that's class right there.
Wow.
That's class. Antoinette Shakespeare? That's awesome.
She drives a Skylark.
Oh, absolutely.
She's got a shit car.
I was going to say like an old one, but they're nice.
No. Like a 96.
No. Yeah, a shit 96 Skylark. That's not bad. Or like what were those Pontiacs?
The Sunfire?
The
Fiero?
It was with an A. Was it a Pontiac? It sounds like Achieva or something.
Azura? No, that's
one of those.
Achieva. Achieva is one.
Car?
That's a Buick. Yeah,
that's what I remember.
Achieva.
Yeah, not good.
It's
you're achieving something. It's an Achieva.
I'm an Achiever, you see?
You see?
It says so on my car.
See on the back, Achieva. That's my nickname. James Achieva Petrogallo. That's me. They call me all my life.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So Antoinette Andrews, he'd known her since childhood, and in 1998 they have a son named Moses. So now he's Abraham and Moses. Moses Shakespeare.
What a family.
Right? This kid's name is Moses Shakespeare.
Sick.
That's awesome. So Abraham loves Moses. He does. Which is that's a totally different Bible verse.
Yeah.
Abraham and Moses getting it on. It's a total. I have no idea. You know me. I don't know.
I think Abraham's the one that sacrificed his son, right?
Abraham's like Old Testament shit.
Yeah.
And
Moses parted the sea.
He had the 10 Commandments
and the tablets.
And all that stuff. Yeah. He had all that stuff going on. Wow. So his relationship with Antoinette's on and off, but he's apparently a good father from what everybody says. Abraham never lets more than a week pass before he can see his kid or whatever.
Sure.
He usually sees him 3-4 times a week, that kind of thing. So that's nice. He'll later have another son that we'll talk about. His job situation, his career, as we'll call it, for lack of a better term, isn't really going the way he wants it to, obviously.
I mean, he can't read or write.
Gets fired all the time from jobs, and he quits other times too. He explained at one point why he quits. He said, I woke up one day with some money in my pocket and turned over, and I said, I ain't going to work, and I just quit. Young, wild, and foolish. That's what he called himself.
I've still got $800 from last payday. I don't give a fuck.
I have money. Why do I need to go to work and get more money? This will last me today. Which is not forward thinking.
Today's taken care of. Fuck
yeah,
it.
Today's good. I'm fine. So into the 2000s, Shakespeare lives with his mother and has no money, and they don't really, they're not doing that great.
Yeah.
It's tough times, basically. He ends up getting a job as a truck driver's assistant for the MBM Corporation.
They got those?
I guess so. A driver's assistant. He's the guy. He's the black guy in Funny Farm that says, "This ain't a bridge. Just termites holding hands."
Yeah.
He's like he said, "I'm the assistant." Mover.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Shakespeare doesn't have
trailer up here. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Shakespeare doesn't have a driver's license. So he's sitting shotgun helping load and unload things.
Okay.
Makes things go a lot faster. And he makes about $8 an hour doing this.
Ooh.
Tough times. It's mid-2000, 2004, 5, 6, something like that. Now, at this point, too, he's considered a very... By this point, I guess he's done beating up his girlfriend and things like that put him in prison. Everyone talks about him as a gentle giant. He's 6'5".
God damn.
Yeah, he's like an inch. He's 6'5", 190. So he's me, but 1 inch taller.
Yeah.
So he's a big guy. Everybody says he's kind. They describe him as, quote, kind, generous, and illiterate, which is...
He's a sweet dum-dum.
It's very, very descriptive. You know a lot about him. And he doesn't seem real stupid to me.
No.
He just has no education.
Isn't. Yeah.
No, he's got normal, logical abilities and things like that. He's not like, I wouldn't say
just never read Catcher.
Probably got a 68 IQ or something. He's never read the back cover of Catcher because he's
never seen the book.
He's never read a Captain Crunch box. You know what I mean?
Does not have a library card, is what you're saying.
No, driver's license, library card, 2 things he doesn't have. But other than that, everybody seems to be very well liked. Yeah. And he seems to treat people, I don't know if he figured out that, hitting a woman sends you to prison, because he seems to treat people with respect and treat everybody kindly. So that's a nice thing.
And we don't know the situation of that either. That could have been a misunderstanding. It could have been, 2 years in prison generally is not a misunderstanding. But
but yeah.
Sometimes it is.
We don't know. I assume 2 years in prison, you did something. For
there was
assaulting
an
a woman
altercation.
type of thing. Yeah, there was probably a problem there. Mm-hmm. So he ends up having another girlfriend around this time. They have a son named Jeremiah. I think the woman's name is
loves
Centauria.
the Bible. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremiah. He loves it. Abraham, Moses, Jeremiah, Shakespeare.
There it is.
This relationship doesn't end well, though, because it's a newspaper article describes the relationship as devolving into a flurry of restraining orders, which is not a good way to describe anything. A flurry.
Better known as true love.
Yeah. Better known as my soulmate.
I can't quit you.
Holy shit. In 2006, he is arrested because he is $6,000 behind on child support. Which you make $8 an hour and you can't read. $6,000 might as well be $1 million.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It
doesn't matter.
It's never going to materialize.
And I don't know if you could read it anyway, so I'm not sure. Might be $1 million.
A bunch of zeros, guys. It's ugly.
That's not good. I don't make that in a week. Yeah. So he gets out of jail and he goes back to his job as the assistant truck driver. That was nice that they let him take a sabbatical for prison. That's nice.
Catch us when you come back. We don't got a lot of people interested in doing this job.
Yeah, it's a tough job. It is a tough gig, too, because he unloads all these boxes at like fast food restaurants. So it's all frozen shit, too, probably a lot of it. And
guy makes $16,000 a year, James, and $6,000 behind. Like that's more than this cowboy makes.
$30 million.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's way too much. So November 15th, 2006, he's at work.
All right.
He's on a delivery run with his partner here. Michael Ford is the guy driving. He's the truck driver. Sure. And they're going to Miami. And they stop in Frostproof, Florida. okay, at a convenience store.
Never freezes. Right.
Never freezes, which I'm sure it just froze last week, probably.
I'm sure it freezes all the fucking time.
Freezes a lot. So they stop there, and Shakespeare here, he's got $5 in his wallet to his name.
Yeah. He's got a $5 bill.
Not even a $5 bill, 5 singles, which made him feel thicker. That's good. It's actually good that he had 5 singles because he takes 2 of the singles and he hands it to Michael Ford and he says, "Can you get me 2 quick picks? If you're not from this country, that's a lottery. We have lottery here where you pick random numbers or the computer picks them for you and they do lottery drawings. So that's what happened. Can you get me 2 quick picks?" Mm-hmm. So he gets the quick picks and all that shit, and he goes home and he watches the drawing. Yeah. And he fucking won the lottery.
5 numbers lottery?
He won the fucking lottery.
Wow.
6 numbers. 6, 15, 22, 42, 47, 52, all of them. He won $30 million.
Child support's fucking paid.
Pow! Take that.
Take your $6,000, bitch. Get out of my life.
Bill's like she's Sonny Corleone. Just take that for your broken camera.
$30 million.
$30 million.
Wow.
$30 million. And they said, "Did you read the fine print on the back of the ticket, though?" And he said, "Absolutely not. I never read that."
What's fine print?
What fine print? No. But he won $30 million.
Wow.
So he can either have $1.5 million a year for like a certain amount of time.
20 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can get a lump sum payout of about, after taxes, it's going to be about $17 million.
Yeah.
So that's
I think I'd take the 1.5 every year for 30 years, man.
Well, I wouldn't, just because you don't know what's going to happen in 30 years. So I'd take the 17 and do what I want to do, what I would do with it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Make it grow one way or another. But
yeah, just in case you don't know what'll happen. But I guess that's nice to know you're always getting $1.5 million a year. I'd have to sit down and talk to somebody
30
about that.
years? $1.5 million every year?
Is it 20? I think it's 20
It's 20
years.
years. 20 years.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. It's 30.
$30 million.
It makes $30 million.
Yeah.
And then you got to pay taxes on that every year. I think I'd take that because it's smaller taxes.
It's maybe, but
no, it's not. It's the fucking highest tax bracket.
In the end, you'll end
doesn't
up
matter at all.
Paying about the same.
You'd have to defer a bunch. I don't know enough about money. I just know that I think I'd take the long play.
Everybody out there, we're idiot comedians. We know.
We don't have $30 million.
And we don't have $30 million. So to explain that to the listeners and viewers here. So his child support payments were deducted immediately. They were abducted.
Well, abducted, deduct, same thing.
Yeah, about $9,000 worth by now. So he's like,
that's
"Great,
fine.
no problem."
Fuck it.
The next day, Michael Ford, the driver, showed up at his house and asked if he could borrow some money.
Remember how I went in and got that quick pick for you?
Oh, man. So he's got a new life. Now his life is different. He was living with his mother under very poor circumstances with $5 in his wallet, 5 crusty, crumpled up singles. This is his friend, Greg Smith. It's one of his friends. He's a local barber, kind of a successful barber shop. He said, "I heard Abraham won the lottery by the TV and the news and on the streets. Let's put it that way. He didn't grab his wealth and immediately run. He stayed in the community where he lived." That's a mistake.
Abe.
You can help people from a distance. You don't have to be there too.
Get the fuck out, Abe.
Yeah. A couple weeks passed and I see him coming in cleaning the bathrooms. In the barber shop, because one of his jobs was he would do sweeping and shit like that in the barber shop.
Abe, you're unemployed now, Abe.
I'm not picking up a toilet brush for the rest of my life. No.
God, no.
Fuck no. So he's cleaning the bathrooms. He says, "I hit the lottery. I was standing in the front of the barber shop cutting hair and I could see right out my door. I've seen this like BMW pull up. Man, I hit the lottery."
Oh my God, Abe, you're buying that already.
He won. He bought a $100,000 BMW and a truck.
He brought the 845.
The 7 series.
745. Yeah.
Yep. He got one of those, and then he purchased a house in a gated community. A $1.1 million house.
Good.
With 2 jacuzzis, a 4-car garage, and a pool. An enclosed pool, too. An indoor pool.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
No more mosquitoes while I dunk my balls. Good for you, Abe.
6. That's success.
Yes.
My balls are wet and my arms aren't bitten by mosquitoes. It's
I don't
success.
have red bumps in Florida.
This is great.
I'm killing it.
It's a 6,519 square foot mansion.
Oh, boy.
That's a big house on Red Hawk Bend Drive. The listing described it like this. The huge gourmet kitchen and breakfast area with craft-made cabinets, GE monogram stainless appliances, granite counters, open to the spacious family room featuring a granite-faced masonry fireplace and custom coffered wood ceiling. French doors lead to the pool and patio area and the breezeway that connects to the guest suite / 4th bedroom with full bath and kitchenette. The master suite is downstairs and also has access to the pool and patio area. The glamour master bath and customized walk-in closet are huge. Upstairs is a loft area, 2 bedrooms with walk-in closets and a full bath. Custom faux finishes and millwork are evident throughout the home. There are 2 double-car garages and ample driveway parking. The screened pool / spa has a paver deck and waterfall feature.
Yeah.
Big, fancy, stupid house.
It sounds awesome. I'm shocked that $1 million house has GE appliances. That's
yeah. Well, this is also 2006.
Wolf and Sub-Zero. Yeah.
2006.
Wolf and Sub-Zero existed, right?
Yeah, but I think that's another level of house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Probably. You might be right. Yeah, that might be the $2-3 million house.
Yeah. Well, my friend that was the baseball player, he said they had like Viking ranges, but his house was like $9 million.
Whoa, Viking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
They had when you get into those houses, they have 2 kitchens too.
Yes.
That's the other thing.
And the master bedroom has 2 master baths. That's rich people shit.
That's rich people shit. We don't even shit in the same toilet as rich people.
That's incredible.
My rich people shit goes down my own toilet. That's what that says. No one else.
I don't even want to be in her scummy shower.
Nope.
I got my own.
Got my own. Now, he immediately invites his mother to move in with him. Plenty of room. Oh, yeah. She says no.
All right.
She says she said there was bad vibes in that house. She didn't like the vibes, and she viewed the money as a curse. She thought it was bad.
Already.
She's like, this is bad. Money's bad.
Antoinette.
She's scared of money. She never had it. Yeah. He also buys his son Moses a $1 million bond that he can get when he's 18. So that means he's not paying $1 million for it. It's
smart.
Annuity, basically. These are all smart things that he does.
That's great.
He has the BMW, but he also buys a Nissan Altima. That's like his daily driver. He buys a Rolex, but from a pawn shop at well-discounted price.
Stay the fuck out of pawn shops.
No, well, that's fine. That's actually a smart thing.
Sure, but the people that go to a pawn shop are dangerous. You don't want to be in there while some guy on his last leg is holding a chainsaw. Fuck that.
Yeah, he's trying to sell this chainsaw. He's trying to decide, do I sell it or cut my own head off with it?
Yeah. And this guy's got $30 million. I'm going to rob him with this chainsaw.
Not bad. I'll be keeping the chainsaw from then on.
And
it's a
his
good weapon. Yeah. So Rolex from a pawn shop. So he's not going out to get me the most expensive thing. He's still doing it. He shops at Walmart still. His friends say he picked up pennies all the time. And he'd say, pennies make dollars.
Yeah, they do.
So he's still got the same kind of mentality.
The broke people shit, yeah.
Still doing broke people shit. He wouldn't spend a lot of money on himself. One of his friends who lived with him briefly said he didn't want new clothes or anything like that. He said his daily attire was, quote, high water pants and Reeboks. He's just wearing what he was wearing. Same shit. Buys his jeans at Walmart, and he's like, perfect.
Money ain't gonna change
said these
me,
are good.
Yeah, I just don't have to. Yeah,
he's like,
I'm still going to pick up pennies.
I'm still picking pennies up. Wow. There's a reporter named Marissa Green who I think it's the Lakeland Ledger she worked for. She I'll give her the full credits at the end, but she followed this story from when he won the lottery. So she kind of knew about him then and then follows it throughout. She said Abraham Shakespeare couldn't read or write, so he really didn't understand how much money he really had.
That's a great point. If you've just got,
you've never had anything, and you've never even been around people who have anything. So it's not like you can be like, oh, that's you just don't know.
A lot of numbers. Yeah,
a lot of numbers. What he did know was that he now had the resources to pretty much do whatever he wanted. Mm-hmm. He could come and go and do just about anything. Yeah. Family friend Greg Massey said, to describe Abraham as a person, he was a gentle, kind, loving person. He was heartfelt and hard-giving. If he had it, he was willing to share it.
He's got 17. I mean, we'll call it 17. We won't call it 30 because he doesn't have 30. He has $17 million that's his. Do that math on if he's, how old is he? 40 at this point? 38?
Almost, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, you can you could spend $30,000 a month for so long. With with $17 million.
And even then, if you have it just in the most basic of investment things where it's not anything risky, where it's just building a little bit, even if you're just beating interest with it or whatever. It's wow. So he went on a spree of helping people.
Oh, Abe.
He paid off people's mortgages. He paid for funerals. He loaned money to freely to people. He would give money to homeless people, like large amounts of money to homeless people. And that, I mean, that's nice. But in the last few weeks of November 2006, he is described by a friend as the Santa Claus of Lakeland.
Oh, God.
He gave one guy $5,000. He gave another man a $10,000 loan. He gave each of his stepsisters $250,000.
Oh, my stepsisters can go fuck themselves.
I was going to say, you're not giving your sister shit. I know that for a fact.
My real sister can go fuck herself.
You won't even talk to most of your sisters. You don't even talk to them.
One sibling, and that's on its last leg.
I was say that's precariously hanging by a fucking string, by a thread. Oh, that's fucking funny. And he gave his stepfather $1 million.
Man,
I don't know why, but he did.
He'd have to have really done some amazing things. We would have been fishing every weekend for $1 million.
$1 million? Yeah, you'd have had to really have done some good stuff for me.
Right.
So a writer who is a financial advisor and wrote books and columns on lottery winners named Don McNay said 9 out of 10 people don't handle it well, meaning winning the lottery.
Yeah.
It's life-changing. If you have a bad habit, it makes it worse. Well, yeah, because now you can afford it.
Yeah.
Now you can afford it. It's the old Sam Kinison
it's not a problem.
Yeah. Betty Ford Center, that cost $13,000. If I had $13,000, I don't have a fucking drug problem. That's the point. You have a drug problem when you're broke and you need drugs. That's how drug addicts look at shit.
I don't have a problem at all. I'm doing great.
I don't have a fucking drug
money.
problem. Yeah. He said if you addiction problems get magnified, people think that money cures problems, but it really magnifies them.
For sure.
Yeah. It shows your strengths and weaknesses in a big way.
Yeah.
At equal levels.
Yep.
Now, Greg Smith is the barbershop friend there. And that's where he used to sweep floors and clean toilets and shit. And he said that, they were very, very close enough to where he borrowed $63,000 from Abraham to save his mother's home from foreclosure. Because this is like the end of this is 2007. So
that's incredibly kind.
That is very kind.
But if my mom got herself into a position where she owes $67,000 on her house, Ma, you're homeless. And I'm sorry to tell you, you did this to yourself.
But this is also 2007. So did millions of people do that? You know what I mean? It's hard.
A lot of those people took HELOCs and mortgage loans and made their loan bigger, guessing that their house was worth that. But it's pretty obvious that our homes weren't worth that. Yeah.
No, the banks told them they were, though, too. Yeah. They said that we'll give you this money because that's worth it and you can afford it. I mean, it's like that's why people went to jail and shit. There was like,
And so he paid back the money that she obviously took out as a loan, which is very kind of him.
That's extremely kind. Yeah. It's totally kind. Greg said he was the same old Abraham. He still bought discount clothes at Walmart, bought groceries at Superfoods, swept up at the barbershop. In fact, if he found a penny on the floor, he'd pick it up, telling me a bunch of those little pennies is what added up to his $17 million. No, that's not. You could pick up pennies till you explode, and you're not going to get $17
more
million.
Pennies. Less pennies fill your entire pool than make $17 million.
Yeah, you could fill your pool with pennies. And that
30 times.
You still couldn't pay your friend's mom's mortgage off with it.
I'll bet it's 1,000 times pennies
Has
in
to
a pool.
Be.
Yeah.
Has to be. So he puts the $1 million in the trust for his son or whatever it was for that. $1 million to his stepdad, 3 stepsisters, $250,000 each, paid off a $185,000 mortgage for a friend of his. That's a lot. $60,000 of a mortgage he paid for a man whose last name he didn't even know.
What?
Just gave him. He had to ask what his last name was to write him the check.
Tom's sweating, man. What's your last name, Tom?
Something. All right, great. He paid $53,000 of a mortgage for a man that was, quote, out of the neighborhood. Some other guy that he knew. A detective said later he was known just to give out handfuls of cash to homeless people. At grocery stores, he would buy groceries for like a single mother with children. He'd go, I got her shit.
That's amazing.
That's great.
That's beautiful. That's $150.
That's the coolest shit. That's cool shit that you can easily do, won't bother you at all, that will literally change that person's entire month. Like, totally change their month.
Fixes so much.
Yeah. One time, I remember it was a weird thing. We were having a good week and we did live shows and all this stuff. And we went to Denny's and we had like a $40 tab and I gave the waitress $100. And I said, you know what? Fucking keep it.
Yeah.
I said, keep it. I said, I've had a good week. You keep it. She cried tears and hugged me. It was $60, Jimmie. She said, you have no idea how this changes what my week is. And I was just like, oh my God. That's how, if you're on the edge, dude, that's anything can help. So,
and you know, that's what a lot of people that work in those positions are at. They're at every fucking day changes their life.
I've been there a lot.
They're working for tomorrow, not for next week, not for next year.
No.
They're literally working for tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning's food.
Yeah. And I've worked jobs where this paycheck is going to fix my car so that I can get back to work next week.
That's all it is. I've worked tons of those jobs.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's
it ain't
life.
easy.
It's crazy. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. Greg Thomas said, quote, he would even have parties and he would suspend nets of cash up in the ceiling and make it rain down money like confetti.
That is
ridiculously wasteful. Yeah.
That's such frightening behavior.
Wow. Marissa Green, the reporter, said Abraham became the bank of the hood. So he would loan people in the community money with the verbal agreement, hey, you must pay me back. But then they never did. Yeah, they don't have any money. That's why they're borrowing money from him.
Chase Bank has billions, and the Bank of Abe has 17 million, and that goes so fast.
It goes so fast, yeah. And unless he's given them money to execute their well-thought-out business model, how
that's
are they
going to pay back dividends upon the IPO, then sure.
Then sure. How else are they ever going to have money above what they have to pay him back? Where is that coming from?
Right.
So
seed money is seed money because it fucking grows.
It grows.
If you don't have anything growing, then what the fuck?
You're fucked. April 2007, he gets sued.
Yeah.
By Michael Ford.
The guy that bought the
driver.
You piece of shit, Michael.
This piece of shit. He didn't even say I should get a cut because I bought it. He said
it's mine.
He said that Abraham stole the tickets from his wallet. That's what he said. And he demanded at least $1 million. Now, if someone stole it from your wallet, you'd say, I demand all $17 million.
I want my $17 million.
You wouldn't say, just give me $1 million of it, though, even though you stole it from me.
Yeah.
So Abraham was all fucked up about that. He said, no, I gave him the $2 to buy me tickets. 5 coworkers would come forward to support Abraham's version of events, saying that Ford told them that Abraham paid for his own ticket back when it happened.
Good.
So October 2007, this goes to trial.
Wow.
Yeah, he hires Abraham hires a really prominent attorney.
And there's more money out the fucking window.
There you go. This guy won a $240 million verdict against the Walt Disney Corporation. So high-powered. Abraham showed up at court carrying a garbage bag stuffed with thousands of lottery tickets that he purchased over the years. Like, I've pissed away so much goddamn money on lottery tickets. This is my MO.
I keep this bag to remind me how much of a loser I am.
Imagine keeping thousands of non-winning lottery tickets. What are you doing? And even when he moved out of his house into his big house, he goes, bring the garbage also with you. So he said he's the type of person. He said, I can't count the people I gave money to, thousands of dollars. So the
hundreds of thousands of dollars, eh?
Yeah, that's totally right. Thousands and thousands of dollars, millions actually. Gave one person $1 million.
Gave two.
The jury deliberates for less than an hour before ruling in Abraham's favor.
Yes,
obviously.
Good.
The attorneys said that on both sides said the case turned on the testimony of the coworkers, all of whom testified that Ford initially told them he had purchased the tickets for Shakespeare and only later changed the story. So his attorney, this is the Michael Ford's attorney said it boiled down to a question of who is the jury going to believe. Ford denied making those statements, but the witnesses didn't necessarily have a motive to lie, so that was difficult to overcome. Yeah.
I tried really hard to fuck this guy over on his own.
I tried,
mind,
but
yeah.
damn it, he was airtight, like a duck's asshole, this guy.
He's got friends. Shit.
And then his lawyer said that those people would have had to commit perjury, and they didn't hardly know Abraham Shakespeare, so they wouldn't have lied for him.
Just good people that are protecting a better person.
Yeah, like, hey, that's fucked up. Yeah, this guy's a scumbag. His attorney said, I'm pleased that justice prevailed and that Mr. Shakespeare was found innocent. The lawsuit was about greed. The plaintiff manufactured a story and a plan to try to take advantage of my client. Wow. Listen to Abraham afterwards. He doesn't say, fuck that guy. He says, I ain't mad with him. I don't hold it against him. If he only waited, I could have given him $250,000 easily. So if he would have come to me and asked me for $250,000, I'd just give it to him. Like, he didn't have to do all this shit.
Abe's got the. I mean,
he's a sweet man.
You got to credit broke people. Broke people, man. People that come from nothing are the.
Fuck yes.
They know what hurts and they know what feels nice.
Yes.
And what real help is. And Abe's been through it. Good for him to have such a big heart.
Yeah.
Still, even this guy tried to fucking extort you for $1 million.
A lot of people, when they get a lot of money, even if it's an accident, even if they literally found it in a garbage can on the side of the road, they'd somehow think it's because they're smarter and better. That's how they got. People have that thing. Well, I'm obviously better because I have a bunch of money, even if it was
how money equates
luck.
To brains now? I don't have a fucking clue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
It's got to stop. It's got to fucking
stop. It's the Mr. Show sketch where it's,
Oh, right. Yeah.
Einstein, not real smart.
Fucking
no
dummy.
money. He's broke. He's a dummy.
Fucking idiot. Has no money.
Yeah, you go, yeah, right, Einstein. That's what he said. That's what it is. Exactly. So, yeah, the Shakespeare family said they were very happy. Yeah. Abraham said, I want to be able to turn the phone off completely and not have to worry about any phone calls. My goal is to be able to wake up in the morning, get a fishing pole and go fish or go hunting or go golfing. I ain't never golfed before.
What's stopping you, Abe?
There you go. Get out there. Move away from the people who know you have money. Yeah. You can help them from afar if you're close to them, but don't have the people who you don't know coming up to you.
Yeah.
If it's your cousin or your mother or whatever.
He needs a good friend that doesn't want his money and just wants to hang out with him because they like him.
That's the thing, and they're hard to find here.
Oh,
luckily for him, he's going to find some women here.
Oh, great.
A woman named Darlene moves in with him, then moved out, and then a girl in her early 20s moved in.
What else she wanted?
Well, her name was Tori, and Shakespeare never knew her last name. That's how much fun he's having.
I can remember her by her taste.
She's a 23-year-old. Her nipples are terrific. They're fabulous. I do know, but I don't know her last name.
They're the size of a nickel. I know that because I put nickels on them, and they went away. They just
gone. Gone, but David also.
David Copperfield, her areolas with nickels.
Nickels, gone. David blamed her right there. I went, pow, and they were just gone. Pa, and I went, street magic. And there they were. Out of there.
Ha.
So, he said, quote, I wouldn't know that. We wasn't together. We wasn't too long got together. So, in other words, weren't
don't know her
enough.
very well.
Enough to move in, but not enough to know her name.
She lived here a minute, but her last name?
Who knows? Mail? Never any mail. An ex-girlfriend sued him for $5,000, saying he had given her a truck, then took it away from her. The girl in her 20s claimed her baby was his and sued him for child support. Not sure
that's
how that
easy.
worked out.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Former girlfriend said that he paid to have her breasts enlarged because he was, quote, enthused with it, is the way she put it. He likes tits. Shocking.
Enthused, infatuated, enjoys big tits.
He was, quote, enthused with it. He was like, hey, your tits look great. That's enthusiasm right there.
He got me new tits because he's a man.
Because he's a man. He got me new tits because his dick gets hard. That's why. She said that didn't keep him faithful, though, and she caught him with other women She caught him on his elaborate security system. She caught him like on his own video. So
that is going to be the thing too with a guy that probably hasn't gotten a lot of women in his life, and now he's got a windfall of cash, which absolutely brings a windfall of women.
Brings a windfall of anybody.
Of anything, yeah.
That's what I mean. He could be a hideous woman, and it wouldn't matter. Men would be all of a sudden find her very attractive. It's the same thing here.
Sure.
Money makes people seem more attractive for some reason.
They're hot. They're so hot and smart.
Hot now. I love high pants and Reeboks. That gets me fucking soaked.
He's so smart and hot.
Just so smart. So she said that women would go to the extreme to throw themselves at him. Yeah. This girl followed us from Club Kathleen to Denny's, waving a napkin with her number on it.
Wow,
he's like a celebrity or something.
He's like Johnny
some kind
Depp,
of rock star. Yeah. Even his male friends helped him find girls. People just took advantage of him, knowing that he didn't get that type of attention.
God, I wish I was his best friend. I got to fix so much for this.
Yeah, I know, dude. Cut this shit out.
I know nothing about money. Hire a guy about that, but I can fix the relationships. I can get people the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let anyone know that you're rich.
Pay me nothing. Pay me nothing.
Oh,
Give me nothing. I don't even want a car. Just hang with me.
Swim in your pool, though.
I want to watch this.
So some of the women tried to steal from him. Yeah. On one occasion, a female passenger stole 2 checks from his BMW, then tried to cash them at a check cashing store.
Asshole.
His mom, Elizabeth, said his life was miserable. He couldn't say no. He didn't get any peace.
Yeah.
And he gets hundreds of phone calls a day. Yeah. Hundreds. Imagine your phone ringing hundreds of times a day.
He can get a piece. He just can't get peace.
Yeah, he can get plenty of pieces. In 2007, he was stopped by police 5 times for everything from driving without a license to not wearing a seatbelt. He was twice sent to jail for those infractions. Get a license and put your seatbelt on. You have too much money to sit in jail. That's crazy.
Is that cops knowing who he is and hoping for a bribe? Or
I'm not sure. A bribe? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Or
what
that's
is that?
Just how dare you?
Honest Johnny Law taking care of a problem?
Shit. Yeah. I think it's maybe one of those things. I make $33,000 a year. How dare you walk around acting like, look at you in your BMW. Right. I think maybe that's it. Or maybe he's driving with no fucking seatbelt and no goddamn driver's license. They know he doesn't have a license. So when they see him, they pull him over and go, get a license yet? No?
Yeah.
Out of the car, stupid. Maybe that's what it is too.
I was driving next to you. I noticed you don't have a seatbelt on. Now let's have a look at your license. That's probably what it is.
That's possible too. Yeah. I mean, we don't know.
It's a ticket thing. Yeah.
It's a small town in Florida. Really, anything's possible. It could be legit. It could be that, he wasn't properly porch picking, that they, and they took him in for that.
There is that. Yeah.
You never know. His cornbread and his chicken might not have been up to par.
He may only had one of each.
We're not sure. Yeah. So Centauria Butler is the one he has Jeremiah with. That's the woman he has Jeremiah with. Met him at a bar through his cousin, and they had a lot of arguments and fights, and I think that's the flurry of restraining orders. If I'm not mistaken, it's possible.
I think you're right.
So he kept talking about hangers-on. He started to get frustrated, people exploiting him. He would tell people at one point, quote, I'd have been better off broke. All these people want his money from me.
Yeah.
He changed his phone number multiple times because he couldn't get away from people. These requests never fucking stopped. They never stopped. They just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. People would wait outside his mother's house hoping to catch him leaving her house.
Yeah.
They're hanging out outside there like they're, recruiting him for college football. Like, hey, you're going to come to state? Where are you going?
We just got your boy to sign up. Are you going to sign up with him? It's your pal.
Hey, come on. Yeah. Let's do it. They sent letters to him. People would send letters from prison, inmates around the country who somehow figured out that he was a rich guy giving money away. And he gave them some money, too.
No.
He would send them money. Marissa Green, the reporter, said he told me he had to change his cellular number several times because people were pestering him for money. He also told me how people would wait for him outside his mother's home, hoping to catch a glimpse or catch him. He started telling people the lottery was a curse.
Yep.
His brother Robert said that he told me all the time I'd have been better off broke. He said that to me all the time.
Yeah.
He told a childhood friend, I thought all these people were my friends, but then I realized all they wanted is just money.
Right.
Yeah. He even would go hang out at Greg Smith's barber shop all the time just to get away from shit. because people didn't know to find him there, and that was shit. Life was normal there. It was a barber shop where he had Madden tournaments all the time and shit. So that's a place you hang out and everybody can be cool. And late 2008, he is down to $3.5 million.
What?
He has $3.5 million left by late 2008.
What year did he win it? 2005?
2006.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Yes, in 2 years.
$14 million?
It was November of 2006. So in 2 years, about $13.5 million. Yep, which is crazy. Enter someone who's going to help out. You know that friend you've been talking about?
Oh, God, it's so good.
That he needs? Yeah. Well, someone comes in that's going to help him out here.
Oh, thank God.
This is Doris Emma Donegan Moore. She goes by Dee Dee. Dee Dee's born July 25th, 1972. When she meets him in October 2008, she's the owner of American Medical Professionals, which is a nurse staffing agency that has large contracts, and she seems very successful. One person said Dee Dee Moore was a local businesswoman. She had actually owned a pretty successful nurse staffing business and had some pretty large contracts and was doing financially well. She pulled no punches on the type of lifestyle that she lived. She went on lavish vacations to Las Vegas.
So she's used to having cash. That's good.
She's a person who knows how to manage money and knows how to help him. Now, there was a small business conference in Kissimmee in November 2008, and that's when Dee Dee met Barbara Jackson, who was the realtor who sold Abraham his house.
Oh.
Okay. Now, Jackson said, when I met her, she was in a wheelchair. She said that she had been in a car accident. She wheeled up right beside me. This Dee Dee was a part of a group of people that Jackson told about Abraham and how he changed her views about money, saying, quote, it's not about money at all. It's about helping people. She was looking at what he was doing as a positive, even though he's going to have to go back to being a truck driver one of these days. He's not going to be able to.
Truck driver's assistant.
Assistant, because he still doesn't have a license, and he's not going to be able to pay his property taxes one of these days. So
that's coming so soon.
On a giant house like that, I guarantee you they're pretty high. So she said that Barbara couldn't believe it when Dee Dee pulled up to the Red Lobster in Lakeland and bounded out of her SUV just a few weeks later.
Oh.
Bounded out wearing a snazzy dress and high heels. So she went from a wheelchair to wearing heels.
Well, listen, those Cheddar Bay biscuits will get you doing backflips out of a car.
You know what? She wanted to pick out her own lobster really bad. Lobster. So Barbara and Dee Dee had met less than 2 weeks earlier at the conference, and Dee Dee had been in a wheelchair and seeming to be in a lot of pain and everything else. So Barbara didn't expect to see her looking so
spry.
Yeah. She said scuba therapy was how she explained her recovery. Did scuba therapy. Now I'm fine.
You got to get that gravity off your ankles, and then all of a sudden you can do all kinds of shit.
This shit gets so much easier.
You know how many push-ups I can do at the bottom of a pool, James?
Until you can't breathe anymore.
I'm going to come up for air before I'm breath.
Yeah. But it's not because your arms are sore.
No.
It's just because you're going to die. Because you might drown.
Yeah.
So Dee Dee told Barbara, I need to meet this man. I'm a writer, and I would love to tell his story in a magazine article, maybe even a book.
Yeah.
So she arranged for Dee Dee to meet Abraham Shakespeare.
Great.
They was introduced through the realtor, and she said, I want to write a book about you. It's a rags to riches story with a cautionary ending.
Yeah.
And, he said that he was fine with this. He goes, someone who doesn't want money from me.
Yeah. Rags to rags with riches is what he is.
Rags to riches, back to rags again.
Yeah.
So she was a successful businesswoman, and she wasn't asking for any money. She's offering to help out. She wants to tell his story. So he's like, I like having her around. So within weeks of this meeting, Dee Dee is basically his financial advisor.
Oh, God damn it.
She told him she could help him manage his money, collect on debts people owed him, and protect his assets from the parade of people trying to take advantage of him, which is exactly what he needs.
That's what he needs, yeah.
But you need somebody who's a financial advisor who has like fiduciary responsibility to do that.
Somebody that doesn't eat at Red Lobster.
Yes. Well, you can eat at Red Lobster. That's fine.
No, you can't. Not if you're going to fucking deal with my money.
I don't mind if you have some Cheddar Bay biscuits and an endless shrimp basket.
I need you to identify with better food.
If I'll eat that crap, you're going to eat it too.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying I'm above it. I'm saying I need my money guy to be financially above Red Lobster.
Really?
I think so.
If
I've got money, yeah.
Yeah, but I want a guy who knows to be frugal enough to go to Red Lobster, even if you're rich. Not that Red Lobster's cheap, but it's not.
I need a guy that's so filthy rich that my rich isn't even. It's nickels.
I don't like that. I
want that guy.
I feel like I want the opposite. I feel like I want a guy who's sweating, going, Jesus, I don't want to fuck up this money. Oh my God, that's what I want. I don't want like Bernie Madoff, who's like doing great and like, don't worry about it. We'll get,
Yeah.
Maybe one of those.
He's got a guy making him some crab cakes, but he's killing the blue crabs on your countertop. Yeah,
totally. Yeah. I want a guy that's just wearing like that green visor that accountants wore in the old days, and like just sweating. Oh God, Jesus, I don't want to fuck this up.
Praying to God for that one day a year that he gets to eat at Red Lobster.
Yeah. He's like, bring me another basket of shrimp. That's great. Yeah, I got to work on this. I'm going to need some more shrimp for fuel to work on this. That's what I want. A shrimp.
I just want a guy that looks at my money and goes, "You think you're rich? How dare you?" And I want to be like nothing. Jimmie rich.
So
it's crazy.
That's funny. One of his friends here, Greg Massey, said she was very educational. She's a nice-looking woman, very attractive, business-oriented, business sense. So she knew how to conduct and handle herself. She had approached Abraham Shakespeare about a year earlier and said that she wanted to write a book about him winning the Florida lottery. Yeah, right. She studied Abraham, and she knew what he wanted and what she felt he might want. So she knew exactly how to maneuver herself directly into his life.
Okay.
Yeah. So, by the way, in the newspaper, she's described as Dee Dee Moore, a heavy-set, bleach-blonde woman with a cricriminal record. That's how
so much for attractive.
She goes. People will say they don't recognize her from like 3 weeks later. Like she's
That's
tall.
So scary.
She's like 6 feet tall, and people will say, "Oh, she's like very attractive," and then they'll see her like a month later and go, "She didn't even look like the same person. She like looks totally different," and it's weird. So
that's frightening.
What's Dee Dee's history here? Who the fuck is this lady?
Why is she such a chameleon?
She's born in Tampa. Her parents are Linda and Patrick Donegan, which sounds very Irish. She grew up in a small house on a street named Happy Acres Lane in Riverview, Florida. Then they moved to Plant City when she was 7 years old. Yeah. Linda, her mother, recalls her daughter as gleeful and normal. Mm-hmm. She was did Girl Scouts and Brownie Troop and all that shit. She was involved in a Bible study group called the Missionettes and regularly attended church every Wednesday and Sunday growing up. At her elementary school and high school, she was a cheerleader. She joined the ROTC.
Okay.
I mean, she's got a lot of energy. When she went to Plant City High School, she was very aware of class divisions. She didn't have a lot of money, and some people did.
Oh, okay. She's got that East Sport bag, not the Jan Sport bag.
No Jan Sport. No, she's got a June Sport. It's a totally different bag. And she's not quite aware
Sport's no good.
No.
We know where you got that.
We get that. Yeah, that was at definitely the dollar store there. So she was so aware of this, she would insist that her parents drop her off a block away from friends' houses or any other thing because she was embarrassed because they didn't have a nice car.
Okay.
Which is crazy. My father would have backhanded me if I said that. Hey, Dad, drop me off a week. He would have said, I'll drop you off right here. Fuck you. Walk it if it's my car's not good enough.
2 miles to go. Get out.
Get out and walk, asshole. That's what my dad would have said exactly. He would go, hey, it's fucking that way. Enjoy.
But this truck ain't good enough for you, huh?
Yeah, not good enough for you? Enjoy, asshole. There you go. I said, all right, I guess.
Hope you get blisters. Okay. Fuck off.
Yeah. Don't get kidnapped.
Watch out for the white vans.
Hey, get out of here. So anyway, she wanted fashionable things. She wanted clothes and cars and luxuries that her parents couldn't afford here. Her mother was a nursing assistant. Her father was an air conditioning repairman. So they make a living, but they're not, they don't have fancy shit that she
They're going to eat, but they'll never be rich. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's nothing wrong with that at all. It's our whole family's.
She
said, we didn't have much money, is what Linda said, so that's why. Now, after high school, Dee Dee earned her certification as a nursing assistant, like her mother, and she goes to work. She's Everyone said she's good at her job, kind to her patients, especially the developmentally disabled.
Oh.
She's good with them. She marries James Moore in 1992. He does excavation. He has an excavation business.
Sick. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's cash money, babe.
Yeah, he doesn't make tons of cash money.
No?
No, but he's got his,
Okay.
It's a
He's
tough,
doing all right,
I think,
though.
tough going for some reason.
Maybe he's bad with money. We don't know.
We have no idea. Yeah, he might not be a great businessman. Who knows? Or he might be doing great. We don't know.
Yeah.
But this is right before she turns 20. She marries this guy, James Moore. He's described as a stocky, dark-haired man who worked with his father in the excavation business, running heavy equipment.
Yeah, he's making a salary. His dad has the money. That makes sense.
Later on, I think he'll end up doing his own thing.
Okay.
They lived on a trailer on his parents' property.
Yep.
2.5 years later, they have a son named RJ, who we'll talk about. He'll come up a lot later. In 1995, she's 22 years old, and she's driving a Hummer. I don't know. She must have figured out how to save up because
1999?
1995 is when H1s first came out.
Yeah, I was going to say the general public couldn't even get those until around then.
It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger's the only other person on Earth driving this car that wasn't.
I think True Lies made them popular.
I think it was too, because people went, what the hell is that thing?
What is that thing? Yeah.
She was driving on State Road 33 late in the evening, and a Pontiac Sunfire.
Yeah.
Speaking of tiny Pontiacs, we mentioned a Sunfire earlier. How weird is that?
Yeah.
How often does that come up?
Yeah.
Strange.
This is in Florida. Pontiac Sunfire did what? Is it Casey Anthony?
It's on brand. Yeah, no. I kind of wish it was, but it crossed the center line and crashed into her head on.
That whoever's driving that's so fucking dead.
They're dead. Well, it was a woman around Dee Dee's age died. 17-year-old driver died the next day.
Oh, Jesus.
Dee Dee was briefly hospitalized, but she was driving a tank, so she was pretty much fine.
Yeah, she's driving a fucking house down the road.
When that happened, she said, "Did I hit something?"
Yeah.
She started looking, was that?
A lot of fucking mosquitoes out here.
Yeah, this is wild. So she's a little bit strange. They said that years to come, her mother would sometimes wonder if Dee Dee's erratic behavior was the result of an undetected brain injury suffered that night.
Okay.
They think she must have, if someone does shit that's so weird, you're like, do you have a tumor? That's real weird.
You have any headaches going on?
Anything all the time, like a persistent. She's looking for ways to make money. One thing, she is not lazy, and she will hustle. Yeah. She's doing her certified nursing assistant work. She began selling prepaid phones and calling plans for a wireless company as well. And it was based on a commission, so she was doing well. And she could buy all the nice things she wanted based on that because she's making extra money now. Yeah. In 2004. She and a friend of hers incorporated a business called All About Cellular. Yeah. And her friend Karen was listed as president. She was vice president. Yeah. But I guess the book here says the partnership with the DeSalvos, those people, stalled when Dee Dee became preoccupied with opening a new Arcadia healthcare branch in Plant City, having convinced her bosses that the town was an untapped gold mine. Now, according to her business partner there, the president of her company, Dee Dee hadn't been at the new location long before staff began noticing a spike in spending. An internal investigation revealed that Dee Dee, who had check writing authority, had skimmed $60,000 off the payroll.
She's embezzling money already.
Yeah. So Karen told the detectives that basically the internal probe showed that Dee Dee padded checks to some employees and collected the difference between what the workers were really owed and the higher check amount, sometimes splitting this with the employee. She had a big scam going.
Yeah.
So they said just as Arcadia was beginning legal action against Dee Dee, the Plant City branch burned down.
Really?
But only the files were lost.
What year was this?
2000 or 90 something.
Right around the time that Office Space came out?
Something like that, yeah. Kind of, probably, yeah.
Wow.
She had a penny scam going on.
Yeah.
So it burned down. Only the files, expensive equipment had just happened to be moved to a neighboring business, and then it burned down.
Just paper, yeah.
According to Karen, eventually Dee Dee and Arcadia settled for a $25,000 out-of-court deal, but Karen suspected that Dee Dee never paid it. This is her dad, Patrick's take, Dee Dee's dad.
Right.
She tells the fibbiest fibs.
What do you mean?
She's a liar.
Yeah.
The fibbiest fibs, the lyingest lies.
And Dad corroborates them, or Dad lets you know?
The bullshittiest bullshit. He said that. She tells the fibbiest fibs.
He
My
said
daughter's
that.
a goddamn liar. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
He recalled the fire at the plant, noting that no one had been hurt and that everything of real use and value to Dee Dee had been spared. A blessing he found strange. Strange luck you have there, Dee Dee.
Convenient is another word. Suspicious is another one.
That's multiple words here. Borderline criminal is another one.
Yeah, there's another one.
Sometimes I shake my head, he said about his daughter. 1999, she's 27. She's charged with shoplifting in Polk County.
Okay.
She got probation. 2 years later, her husband, James, and she, the two of them, fell behind on their rent for a house they were leasing. Dee Dee told her landlords that someone was after her and that she had found a blazing, quote, warning sign on her front porch.
Blazing? Oh, fire?
I don't know. I have no idea. Despite this tale of woe, the Moore family was eventually evicted. Yeah. Later that year, she was arrested for writing a bad check for $418 to the Hillsborough County tax collector. Don't write bad checks to the tax collector. Go down to Lerner's and write a bad check for some weird outfit. Or I'm trying to think of a woman's store in the 90s.
Fucking anywhere other than the tax people.
Not the tax people. They will get that money. She was sentenced to probation and fined for the bad check, but served no jail time.
Yeah.
2001, there's a credit union that financed her $50,000 Lincoln Navigator.
She has a Navigator.
50
grand. Yeah, I guess that's what they were back
2001,
then.
yeah, 25 years ago, for Christ's sake. They were threatening repossession after several missed payments.
Holy.
Okay. She tried to do a bunch of excuses. They said no, basically. So she told the loan announcer who called about a repossession that she would do anything I have to keep this car. I will do what I have to.
Yeah.
Okay. A few days later, a motorist in Wimauma, a little town about 40 miles away from Plant City, found a disheveled and distraught woman alongside a country road in a ditch with her wrists bound.
Oh, my God.
He took her to the police, where she reported that 3 clean-cut, tattooed Hispanic men had abducted and raped her at gunpoint. She told the fucking, what's her name? The
Gone Girl?
Panini.
Yeah. Panini.
Papini.
I think her name's Panini. Papini.
Papini.
It's crazy. This lady's crazy.
I don't know, Panini or something.
I want a pepperoni papini right now.
Moment.
Anybody got one?
Papini. So they had abducted her and raped her at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And thrown her into a ditch and stolen her Lincoln Navigator.
Oh, no.
Terrible.
She fucking loves a big car.
Loves a truck, yeah.
God damn.
She said her quote was to the police, "The one in the back finally made the decision not to kill me, but said he better never see me again and to dye my hair blonde." So then
you look better if you're blonde.
You should. I'd like to see you blonde next time. So she broke down crying in front of the investigators and said, "If I describe that, I'm going to start crying and throwing up again. They had sex with me and it hurt."
Yeah,
so the Hillsborough County is looking for a stolen vehicle to try to catch these horrible fucking carjacking rapists. This is
Monsters.
terrifying.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Times later reported detectives took her pink sweater, blue jeans, bra, underwear, and fingernail scrapings into evidence. They would soon learn from a Nextel representative that Moore had been banned from selling the phone company's products due to an internal fraud investigation. Yeah. A few days later, a man in a neighboring county called police to say that he'd seen Dee Dee's story on the local news, and he said, "The Navigator is in my garage. That's where it is." He said another man drove it into my garage, and a second man later confessed to being the driver, telling police that Dee Dee had told him she wanted to frame a former coworker at the cell phone company who had snitched on her and gotten her banned from selling the products.
And that guy said, "Yeah, sounds good," and then saw her on the news talking about 3 Hispanic guys raping me, and he's like, "Well, that's not true at all."
And if they find this in my garage, they're going to think I raped her.
Then I look like a bad rapist. Yeah.
As opposed to an upstanding rapist. That's awesome. So
I assume they took her fingernail scrapings and just compared it to Warren Sapp and were like, doesn't match.
Doesn't match. It's not him. Jameis Winston was too young. We don't know.
It's the only one we can find around here that's real bad.
So he got accusations. We don't know if they're true.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true.
No idea. Or Warren Sapp, for that matter. So then a third man told the police that he was the one who drove Dee Dee out to Wimauma so that someone could discover her bound and gagged. He said Dee Dee taped her own wrists and, spotting a ditch along the road, ordered him to slow down and then threw herself from the SUV. What are you talking about?
Taped her own wrists and then said,
I'm out.
Just jumped out of the car.
Like a fish jumping out of the boat at that point.
I'll holler at you when the coast is clear.
You're just like, what the fuck? Hey, where'd she go? What a crazy. This is crazy. Now, so she gets busted for all this.
Yeah.
Faking police reports and everything like that. She gets a year of probation again.
Wow.
And loses her navigator. She did have to.
She should be in so much trouble for that.
That's a lot. Yeah, you sent, wow. And I want to pay back all that goddamn taxpayer money for investigating all this and everything else and tests on her fingernail scrapings and all that. And it's all a lie. So she files for bankruptcy in 2002. She's got all sorts of shit here. 2006, a husband and wife accused Dee Dee of stealing $60,000 that they had given her to deposit into a payroll account for a new business she'd helped them set up.
Yeah.
The wife had worked for American Medical Professionals, the staffing agency that she had incorporated earlier that year. Dee Dee admitted that she had not made the deposit, but claimed the money had been hers to keep.
Okay.
And they closed that case for lack of evidence.
So she's got 60 grand, allegedly.
Yep. Yeah. Alleged. We don't know. At least two businesses filed civil lawsuits against her, one for $3,600 in back office rent, another for $20,700 in unpaid radio advertising. She has got a lot of
My God. It's just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yep.
But it all adds up to about 60 grand, and then she has a Lincoln.
And then she's got a Lincoln.
But she doesn't even own it.
That she's diving out of. Yeah, an unowned Lincoln that she's diving out of. Now, this is the person in this exact state is when she meets Abraham.
Wow.
So he is like a big honeypot sitting there with the flies are just hovering around. So January 2nd, 2009, she transfers $246,493 from Abraham's Bank of America account into her company, American Medical Professionals. January 9th, 2009, the ownership of his $1.1 million mansion is transferred to her company as well.
No.
Yeah. Shakespeare trusted her, and her company bought properties he owned, so they would be, this is a way to protect his assets.
Put it in a trust. Trust is me. Yeah.
Trust is my company.
Right.
January 15th, 2009, Abraham signs an assets purchase agreement giving Dee Dee the right to collect on his outstanding loans.
Oh, fuck.
In exchange, she allegedly pays him $185,000, which later on will be said that was money that originally had been his anyway. So he gave that to her, and then she gave that back to him. Yeah. According to the prosecutor later on, she paid him 8 cents on the dollar for what was owed to him.
Jesus.
Wow. He said, so for your investment of $185,000, you're receiving on paper $3.5 million. So you're spending a nickel for every dollar of debt that is owed to Abraham Shakespeare.
Okay.
February 2009, Dee Dee and Abraham form Abraham Shakespeare, LLC.
Yeah.
The company lists Dee Dee Moore, Abraham Shakespeare, and their mutual friend Judy Hagens as officers. Dee Dee's the only one with access to the bank accounts, though.
Oh, boy.
This is crazy. She went to the bank with Abraham to open the LLC account. It is called Abraham Shakespeare, LLC.
You shouldn't do that, right? It should be a wild name. It should never be your name, LLC.
Well, it'd be a lot easier to find you that way.
Yeah.
A lot easier, which is not good if you're looking for people who are trying to extract
if you're trying to
money
hide from people,
yeah.
right?
Exactly.
You name it. What was Letterman's company? Something Pants?
Worldwide Pants.
Worldwide Pants. That's what
name
you do.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. We have a ridiculous company
Fuzzy
name
Door
too.
or whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So after Abraham leaves the bank, Dee Dee pretends she's leaving too, then goes back inside and tells the branch manager, Doug Hancock, not to give Abraham access to any of that money.
Oh?
So he said, this is Hancock guy said, yeah, she said that she pops back in my office, says, don't give him any money. She said he would waste it, he said. A few days later, he learned that Dee Dee had given herself sole authority to write checks by showing the bank minutes of an Abraham Shakespeare LLC, quote, board meeting that gave her that power. So she wrote down like minutes of a meeting and then went in and said, see, we had this meeting. So that means I'm the only person who can write checks now. It's interesting. The document listed her as the only attendee at the board meeting also. So she took minutes of herself deciding to take money.
No, with herself. She's just having a conversation with herself. Jesus.
And keeping minutes of it, too. Oh, and then I told myself this. I can't forget that part. So that guy from the bank said, I was on the golf course when I was told that she had asked for a $250,000 cashier's check. Mm-hmm. That money disappeared very rapidly.
Oh, boy.
She later provided that's so wild. The fake meeting minutes are so funny.
And a $250,000 check. There's not a lot of those. You only have, based on math alone,
you got about
12 of those.
13 left now, or 14 left at this point. So he said that Dee Dee called, this is the bank guy, called him later, quote, almost hysterical, saying Abraham was trying to kill her over how she handled the money. He said she then came to present him, the bank guy, with a check for $20,000 as a, quote, thank you for keeping Abraham away from the money. And he's like, whoa.
$20,000 to the bank employee for his pocket.
Like he's been doing. So he said he immediately turned it over to bank security. It was like, you can't take bribes on the side. That's crazy. He's a legitimate guy. February 11, 2009, a check for $1,095,000 from Abraham's Prudential Annuities account is deposited into the Abraham Shakespeare LLC account at Bank of America. Dee Dee's the only one who can access it.
Oh, boy. Doing math at home, there's only 9 left.
That's right. February 18th, a week later, 2 cashier's checks totaling $500,000 are drawn from the Abraham Shakespeare LLC account. The money goes into accounts controlled by Dee Dee's boyfriend, Shar Krasnicki. Shar Krasnicki, who's like 24 years old, and we'll talk about him in a little while.
And now there's 7. Oh, Jesus.
3 days later, she purchases a 2008 Corvette for her boyfriend.
Okay.
At $70,390.86.
A brand new one.
Oh, yeah. No, not a used one. Not, here's a 75 you can tinker with in the garage and fucking turn some wrenches on.
2007 was $70,000?
$70,000.
That thing's like $20,000 today. That thing's worthless.
Car, yeah, definitely. So this is paid with, that's not going to be worth that.
That's not
paid with a cashier's check from American Medical Professionals.
Oh, boy.
All right. March 2nd, 2009, Dee Dee purchases a 2009 Hummer for about $90,000 for herself as well. Within 90 days of gaining Abraham's trust, she basically took control of everything. His cash, his house, his debts, you name it. Buying herself and her boyfriend cars.
Her boyfriend, a piece of shit.
Wow. According to Polk County records, these $570,000 still owed to Abraham by various people. More than 2/3 was now owed to American Medical Professionals, meaning Dee Dee was collecting debts in Abraham's name while he couldn't even access his own money. April 6th, 2009, there's a video made by Dee Dee Moore where she's just talking to him.
Yeah.
And she said, you getting tired of people asking you for money all the time? And it's unintelligible, so I assume it's
probably
something like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dee Dee said, give me your opinion on it. And he said, a year ago. And she said, you're just ready to start living your life, huh? So where do you want to go? And he said, it don't matter to me. I'm not a picky person. And she said, well, how do you are you going to miss your home? And he said, yep, I miss it, but life goes on. Okay. April 2009. All right. This is after the first week of April 2009. James Moore, who is her excavator, landscaper, ex-husband at this point.
Ex-husband, right.
Yeah. They got divorced, didn't get divorced till like 2009, I think, too. This is like when they're getting divorced. But they remained in contact. They have kids and all that. She said, hey, can you do me a favor, James, since you have all this excavation and landscaping equipment? I need a hole dug in the backyard of a property that I purchased. Remember the boyfriend purchased? Yeah. It's on State Road 60 in Plant City. I won't give the address. The property was technically in her boyfriend's name, Shar, but she controlled it because she controls everything.
Sure.
She told James that she needs a hole dug to dump concrete rubble and trash and debris left over from house renovations. We're just going to bury it in a hole and then put a big concrete slab over it that you can
Yeah, you generally rent a roll-off, fill it up, and have them take that shit away.
Not in rural Florida.
In rural Florida, we dig below the water table and toss it in.
It goes right out to the sea. It's no problem.
It'll sink.
That shit's in Haiti before you know it. Don't worry about it.
Boy.
We've read tons of these things of rural areas where they do this. They just bury large amounts of garbage.
Out of sight, out of mind, man.
That's it. So James drove over with his front end loader and he dug the hole.
Yeah.
He thought it was about 9 or 10 feet deep, which he thought was too deep for construction.
That's a big hole. Yeah.
But she said, I got a lot of shit. You got to dig it deep. So he just did it. He didn't ask any questions. He was married to this lady. He knows don't ask questions.
Don't ask her shit.
She stood by and watched until she said, okay, that's deep enough. Then he went home. A few hours later, she called him back again. Said, hey, could you come back and fill that hole in for me?
Oh.
Yeah. So he returned. It was dark outside. It's in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by trees. There's no light. So he couldn't see shit in the hole, basically. He just assumed I'm burying
old
rubble.
Cabinets. Sure.
So he got in the front loader, pushed the dirt back into the hole. She gave him $200 for doing this. And he went home.
Yeah.
That's all. He said, quote, I never saw anything in the hole, never realized what I just buried.
What did you just bury?
That's what he said. So a few days later, she hired a concrete contractor to come out and pour a 30-foot by 30-foot concrete slab over this area.
What's she building, 30 by 30?
She said she wanted a solid pad to park her boat and vehicles on, like a patch of driveway, essentially. Right. Now, it's around this same time when no one sees Abraham hanging around anymore. Where's Abraham? No one can find him, which is
a lot of people looking for him.
They're always looking for him for money, and they can't find him. People start asking where he was, so they all go to Dee Dee because Dee Dee's been, basically his right hand for all this time, and she's got answers. She says, "Oh, I know where he is." The only problem is she tells a whole shitload of different reasons why he's not around to a whole shitload of different people.
Oh, really?
When any two of those people talk, they go, "Wait a second,
She said he was in Disneyland." Yeah. Well, she said Disney World. No?
Damn it. It's only an hour away.
Yeah.
She said that he fled to Texas to get away, that he went to Jamaica, told another person Puerto Rico, told a person that he was in Orlando, one that he's on a long cruise.
The vacations are getting better. From Texas to a long cruise. This is much better.
It's about to get less fun. He was helping people in Haiti after the earthquake. He's such a nice guy. You know Abraham.
Yeah.
He was sick in the hospital. He told other people that she told other people that he contracted AIDS.
I mean, Haiti, it's not
in his hiding.
Stretch. Yeah.
Well, this is separate people from the Haiti earthquake thing.
Okay.
This is all different stories.
He's just now got AIDS.
Now he's got AIDS. He told other people that she told other people he developed a drug problem, and who knows where he is.
Yeah.
She also said that he was tired of people asking him for money, so he asked her to help him disappear for a while. Okay. So people end up getting text messages from him. She'll be like, "Listen, I'll tell him you're looking for him, and he'll get a hold of you." So
he's over here losing all my weight.
That's it. This is one of the detectives. He said now they've got messages from him, or they've heard that he was in Jamaica. They've heard he's in Orlando. They've heard he went to the Cayman Islands. They've heard he's in Cozumel, Mexico. And then we learned that every bit of these rumors or what have you, it all goes back to Dee Dee Moore. All this information has come from Dee Dee Moore. Okay. So Abraham's friends and family were receiving text messages from his phone like, "I'm okay and I'll call you in a little while."
Yeah.
The strange part about it is
never calls.
No, some of these have they have big words and correct spelling and grammar.
Couldn't be. Not my guy.
Not my guy. My guy does not type out like this.
No.
Not a thing. So Greg Smith, his friend, the barber, said, I called Abraham. Man called me, and he wasn't never called me back. But then I got this text, I'll call you in a little while. So I'm looking at the text, and I'm like, is something right here? He said, Abraham has a 7th grade. I don't even know. I just feel he can't text. No.
He can't call you in a little while.
No, and he's been friends with him. He never fucking texted him before. Why is he texting now?
And he's never told me call you in a little while.
No.
Those are some awfully big words for my guy.
That's a little while. Yeah. That WH.
That'll throw you. Yeah.
That'll throw you. Yeah. And maybe he just invested a big chunk in Hooked on Phonics, and that's what he's into now. We don't know.
He got both the T's and little. Sometimes it's AD, sometimes it's 2 D's.
We don't know. So Dee Dee, in the meantime, moves into his mansion.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. One of the detectives said one thing that really caught their attention was that Abraham Shakespeare obviously was nowhere to be found and that Dee Dee Moore had actually moved into his home.
Yeah.
She emptied it out, like all his personal belongings, basically trying to wipe his existence out of the home and make it her home. Yeah. She moves her son in there, her boyfriend. Yeah, she totally just moved in like it was nothing, like he never existed. Okay. So Dee Dee then starts getting close to Elizabeth,
his mom,
Abraham's mom.
Yeah.
She would take Abraham's mom to dinner. She would also act like she was talking to Abraham on the phone. Like, oh, yeah, no, I just talked to him. And yeah, we were talking on the phone, blah, blah, blah. And she took mom to theme parks and stuff like that. Let's go to Disney. That's what an old lady likes to do, go to Disney World.
Keep her busy.
Yeah, that's what it is. So finally, November 9th, 2009, no one has seen him since April 6th.
8 months?
Basically, yeah, 7, 8 months. He's finally reported missing because everyone thought she was telling them he was fine. He's doing this, he's doing that. Finally, a cousin of his, Cedric Edmondson, says, I've had about enough of this. I'm reporting him missing.
8 months in the wind, but I guess if you've got millions, you can do that.
Yeah, he could say he's touring the world. He's learning how to spearfish in fucking Bali. Who knows? I mean, you could say anything. So he files a missing persons report with the Polk County Sheriff's Office. He told them he hadn't seen Abraham since early April, and they
don't know that he only has 3.5 left either.
I'm sure they don't know his exact financial dealings. Yeah, probably not. And the only contact anyone had with him was through Dee Dee Moore. So one person said, I want to say like about 2 or 3 months that Abraham had been missing before the report was made that he was now a missing person. It was actually 7.
Yeah.
The missing persons report on Abraham Shakespeare came out from the Polk County Sheriff's Office. That's where we learned that he was officially missing. There's posters up looking for him. 6'5", 190, black hair, brown eyes, $5,000 reward. There's posters hanging up at the Super Choice Meat Market, which is one of Shakespeare's regular hangouts.
Is it a bar?
No.
It's an actual meat market?
It's an actual meat market, the Super Choice. He just hangs out there. Yeah. I don't know if that's so he can buy shit for single mothers or what.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they have signs up saying we need tips. They said it's a suspicious disappearance and he's possibly been killed. They said, we want information leading to us to Abraham, dead or alive. Someone out there knows something. Wow. Eddie Dixon, who hangs out at the Super Choice also, they described him with a black cap on his head, gold teeth in his mouth, pointing at the sign. Said, only thing I know, that's my best friend. Y'all need to ask that white woman where that man is. Because Dee Dee's white. And Abraham's not. I don't think we even brought that up.
No.
Doesn't matter really.
And his pal, evidently. He's a black guy too. Yeah.
He said, go where are the white women at?
Yeah.
That one in particular.
Have a look-see at her.
So Dee Dee does an interview with the newspaper.
Right.
Because people are curious.
Because he just told us to ask you.
So they ask her. And she says, well, I'd love to get him to come back because now people are looking at me.
Yeah.
She said, I felt like I was helping a man that had gotten taken advantage of. She tells the reporter with tears streaming down her face. She said, in the same respect, I ended up with all of his mess. That was not worth all the money in the world.
His mess?
It was a mess. They said, well, you gotten a lot of stuff from him. And she said, yeah, he gave me all this as a gift. That's what it is. She told me I should buy the Corvette and the Hummer. It's all gifts.
And hang on to my house for me.
Yeah. She told the newspaper, the Lakeland Ledger, that she bought Shakespeare's assets as a part of a plan to help him cash out and disappear from people who were constantly pestering him for money.
Oh.
She said the plan included buying his house, which he paid $1.2 million for, and an appraiser, because this is 2009 after the crash, now listed at $615,613, half of what he bought it for.
Oh, shit.
Moore said she paid Shakespeare $655,000 for the home, but the detectives say there's no records to show how much she paid for it, just that it was transferred.
Yes, she paid it in cash. Is that what she's saying? And he disappeared with it? I don't know.
That's all. Yeah, totally.
All right.
And also that Shakespeare sold her all of the debt owed him, $185,000, but couldn't provide proof of payment for that either.
All right.
Investigators were able to find mortgages that totaled $383,752 that Shakespeare signed over to Moore's business, they said there. So investigators also discovered that Shakespeare liquidated the annuity account worth approximately $250,000, and the money was transferred to her company. So
liquidated his annuity. Nobody would do that.
No, why would you, unless you were completely broke?
Right.
Which she wasn't at the time. Now, her boyfriend, Shar Krasnicki, Krasniqi, QI. No U in there. Yeah, he is defying the laws of English here by putting a Q in.
That's not an English name, right? QI.
No. And Shar, I don't know either. I don't know. He's a dorky looking, he looks like he's 17, dorky looking, like light brown, kind of blondish kid.
Oh, boy.
Now, she's 11 years older than him, by the way. Dee Dee is 11 years older than Shar. By 2009, Shar is wearing a Rolex and driving a fucking brand new black Corvette that she gave him for Valentine's Day.
What's next year?
That's what I mean. What's Christmas? If Valentine's Day is that much, Christmas is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So he was living in the mansion with her and everything like that. And he also found himself the CEO of a new company she just started.
Yeah.
He later said, I just signed whatever she put in front of me. That's what Shar said. He didn't know anything about shit and had no idea how to figure it out.
How well does she fuck that you just sign things and move along?
I don't think she has to fuck well. She buys Corvettes as Valentine's Day presents.
That fucks hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can go ahead and put that away later. I don't even need that. I'll be spinning around in the Corvette. We're good.
And you can put that away too. Why don't you take your car for a ride?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. December 2009. This is, things are pressing. They're looking for Abraham. She tries to sell vehicles for cash.
Oh boy.
Her 2009 Hummer she purchased for $90,000.
Yeah.
She took the Hummer to Stingray Chevrolet and told a car salesman she needed quick cash. She sold the Hummer to the owner of the dealership and requested 3 separate checks, one for $5,000 for her, one for $4,000 for her mother, Linda, and a final check for her for $40,000.
$49,000 is what she's unloading this brand new Hummer for.
$2,000 that she just bought for $90,000. So the investigation that's going on under this, because on the surface it's calm, beneath it it's a duck, a duck trying to stay afloat. And April 6, 2009, they figure out it's the last cell phone activity, the last movements and shit that they could see him doing his normal things. So their first thought is, what about Michael Ford?
Right. That little motherfucker.
That was less than 2 years ago. He's pissed probably. So they look into him. He had an alibi during all of this. He was in Georgia. So couldn't have happened.
Not as much of a motherfucker as I thought.
Nope. He's just a guy who was trying to get a couple of bucks. So they don't ever talk to him again. He's out of the case. Yeah. Now, they start figuring out that Abraham started to figure out what Dee Dee was doing.
Oh.
He would go to ATMs to get money out and find his account was empty or closed.
Oh.
So he's like, what the fuck? He couldn't get his own money, and he's starting to realize shit.
Yeah.
Now, it's during this time that websleuths.com, is becoming a big deal. I will say one thing about these people that do this. They fucking find shit.
They try.
They find shit.
What they find?
You get enough nerds together with a common goal.
Yeah.
They will find something because they're not even doing this shit for attention.
No.
They just really want to find this. They're not like, some podcaster who's like, I'll solve it. I'll solve it. By the way, get this meal delivery service. Like, that's not what they're doing. They're actually really
six
curious.
dicks from Don't Fuck with Cats. Those people are amazing.
There's tons of people like that. So there is Cindy Parrott, double R, double T. She goes by Sleuthster on Web Sleuths Forum.
Fine.
She must have gotten in there super early to have gotten that one. To not be like Sleuthster 14 or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's one of the first.
Yeah, one of the first.
She got like 4 numbers after it now.
No, forget about it.
6446 or some shit.
With your zip code afterwards. So she took a special interest in this case of finding Abraham. She was among some of the users who started digging and looking at everything from articles to property records. They get in deep. And one person said, Sleuthster man, she's like a dog with a bone. There was no stopping her. Sleuthster man, she's the sleuthiest, brah. Dog with a bone. Now, the sleuthster herself, Parrott, said, at first I thought maybe he did just go off and was on some tropical island drinking a margarita. But then as I delved into it, I discovered that he had a small child and was close to his mother. He didn't seem like a man who would just take off.
Yeah, he's got really 2 children. One small, one not so small.
Exactly. Then they said there was Marissa Green covering the case for the Lakeland Ledger. And Green said, as part of my investigation, I immediately took it to the streets. And one of Abraham's friends tells me there's this white woman that everybody knows, and she's been acting as Shakespeare's business partner. Yeah. And that's when everyone on the outside discovers Dee Dee Moore. Yeah. So the web sleuths then discover that Moore's company, AMP, was now the owner of the house. And Parrott here, Sleuthster, said she's posting pictures inside the home, living it up. It started raising eyebrows, and we started really focusing on Dee Dee Moore at that point. Did it to herself. A former Polk County detective, David Clark, said he was impressed by their findings and the user's knack for quickly obtaining online records.
Yeah, we're sheriffs, and we couldn't figure this out at all.
That's what he said. He said, quote, I get on the internet and I come across this Web Sleuths forum. You have 10 or 15 people finding property purchase agreements, financial records. I questioned, how are they getting this information? I need a subpoena to get it, but somehow they've got it.
How come he has to get a subpoena for public records?
I don't know if it's public records, but for property purchase agreements, maybe for company stuff, possibly.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know how public that is. Maybe not just the transaction, but to get into
who's who and addresses and such. And they've already got it because the internet is fucking wild.
Totally. He said that he joined the forum and posted just to let them know that all their hard work that they were doing wasn't going unnoticed. And you're helping the police here.
We're using this information because we can't do it on our own.
No, that's what he said. They couldn't do it. So they said, and these people have unlimited, they're just spending hours and hours and hours.
They
have
so
unlimited
much time. Yeah.
They don't have other cases that they have a lieutenant breathing down their neck about some other case.
There was the guy that did the Zodiac thing. I think his forum still exists. It's kind of turned into not so much. But years ago, it was fucking hot, and it was amazing to see the shit that they were uncovering.
People were finding like this happens in every. If you get a bunch of people with great internet search skills, and a little bit of a nerdy
they just know
background,
what to write. Yeah.
They will dive in and they will never let go of shit. So the detective said that he and the web sleuths were all shocked when Dee Dee herself started posting on the forum.
She heard about it?
She heard about it, started posting about it. She denied being involved in any disappearance and even claimed to be in contact with him.
But put her own name on there. Oh, Dee Dee.
Clark said Dee Dee thought she was smarter than everybody, but I knew that she wasn't as smart as these people.
Inserting herself into the investigation.
No, they dug into her background. They found her fraud conviction. They shared that with the police. They also found that Dee Dee, not only did she post and say, I'm Dee Dee, but then she posted as other people to defend herself, but did it from her own IP address, which these people found in 2 seconds.
She didn't know.
Nope. She thought it was, she claimed it was a friend posting on her behalf, and they're like, from your computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I let them borrow it.
The 2009 holidays go by, and the police are acting like they don't know anything publicly. The sheriff, Grady Judd, who sounds like a rural Florida sheriff, said, we've been through Christmas and New Year's. He's had absolutely no contact with his mother and his 8-year-old son, which we understand he loves dearly. We suspect the worst. And they also said, Detective Greg Thomas said, the Polk County Sheriff's Office advised that they may need our assistance in our county as they were investigating the disappearance of Abraham in their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Now, they actually had a lot more info. They started pulling phone records and cell tower data. That's one thing that these web sleuths can't do. And they found a lot. They found that before April 6, 2009, Abraham's phone was receiving 300 to 500 calls a day. That's real.
Geez. 500 in a day?
In a day.
There's 24 hours, 60. That's a lot.
That is so
That's a
many
giant
calls.
bulk of the time.
Wow. After April 6th, the call volume dropped to almost nothing. The only person that was communicating with, that the phone was communicating with, was
Shar or Dee Dee.
Yeah, both of them. And Dee Dee claimed to be texting Abraham, and when Abraham texted back, they found both phones were pinging off the same tower.
Same location.
They're in her fucking hand. Yeah. So Marissa Green, the reporter, said, we learned that this phone that Dee Dee was using to communicate with Shakespeare was in the same vicinity of Shakespeare's cell phone, was pinging from the same tower, which basically says that either Dee Dee and Abraham are sitting in a car next to each other driving, texting back and forth, or Dee Dee has Abraham's phone.
Bingo.
They also made a Christmas Day call, actually. There was a call made claiming to be Abraham to his mother on Christmas.
Oh, geez.
Think about how dirty this is.
Diabolical.
Fucking awful. So David Clark, the detective, called Dee Dee and personally wore a wire.
Okay.
He said, we kind of wanted to create something in Dee Dee's mind where we knew we put pressure on her. So a few days before Christmas, I called Dee Dee up. So I actually wore a wire that day. I actually put a recording device on. And I know that Abraham loved his mother. So we have the Christmas holidays coming up. And if you can do anything to get Abraham to at least call his mother, that would really help.
Yeah.
So
you know him. You know where he's at.
her.
Just call him and tell him to call her. She'll be very happy to hear from him.
And then he says, but if Abraham doesn't call his mother or reach out to his mother during Christmas, I'm probably going to believe what my partner's thinking and what the press conference said, that you're a person of interest and that he's actually dead.
Excellent point.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
So the day after Christmas, Abraham's mother, Elizabeth, calls Detective Clark and said, it's a miracle. I got a call from my son on Christmas Day.
You're not going to believe this.
Wow. So Clark says, the detective, the day after Christmas, Abraham's mother called me and she told me that she had spoken with her son. Of course, I was shocked.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth also said that's what he said he was. She said, though, I knew his voice and the voice on the call didn't sound right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Marissa Green said, she said that did not sound like her son. One thing a mother knows, if they don't know anything else, is their child's voice. The call had come from a private number, but the detective could subpoena the records. So he said to the mom, I said, well, what number did he call you from? And she said, well, it was said private. But I can subpoena those records and find out what the number is. Turns out it belonged to a guy by the name of Greg Smith, his barbershop buddy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit just took a big fucking turn, didn't it?
What the fuck,
That's
Greg?
a dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
The music changes. Holy shit.
That's the guy that said, look at the white woman?
Yeah, where you got to find out where that white woman is with him. No, that's the guy outside the supermarket.
Right.
This is the guy, the barbershop guy going, he's my friend. I told him to be careful.
He borrowed money from him, though.
Yeah, Greg called Abraham Shaky Boy. That was his nickname for him. Don't know why. Shaky Boy. So they said, and here's the live GPS tracking location of it. The phone is at the Lakeland Square Mall.
Okay.
So they knew the phone, and then they could track that phone, and they knew where that phone was. So they went there. So let's go to the mall. Everybody in the car. Detectives go to the Lakeland Square Mall, pull into the parking lot, and they wait. David Clark says, so I tell my partner, oh my God, I can tell you where the phone is. Let's go. So we jump in the car, we drive to the Lakeland Mall, pull into a spot, and we just sit there. It's like the gods were with us. We look up and we see Dee Dee Moore pulling up in the dang parking lot. She parks next to this car and she gets out and she meets. The only thing that we can see is that it's a black gentleman in the car. Well, we see her hand. There's a wad of cash given to this guy, and they talk for a minute. The detectives followed the man's car and pulled him over. It's Greg Smith, his friend. Greg. Wow. That's fucked up. Who loaned you $63,000 to keep your mother's fucking house out of foreclosure.
To take care of your mother, you piece of shit.
Your mother. What's wrong with you? You're an animal. So Greg made the phone call to Elizabeth Walker pretending to be Abraham.
Really?
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
Why did he do that?
Dee Dee paid him money. That's it. So Clark said, we asked him straight up, why did Dee Dee give you money? And he said, well, she asked me to make a phone call. I called Abraham's mother and pretended to be Abraham. Wow. He said that Dee Dee told him she would forgive the $63,000 debt if he helped her.
And I'll give you a little extra.
Yep. And he thought he said, I thought I was doing her a favor. I thought I was helping Abraham's mother feel better while Abraham was off traveling. He said, I didn't realize I was covering anything up, which, come on, that's kind of.
Why would anybody ask you to make a phone call and pretend to be someone?
That's what I'm saying. So David Clark said investigators made a proposition to Greg Smith. Hey, you either play on our team or you continue to play on Dee Dee's team and you're going to jail. Basically, you want to be a witness or a suspect.
Yeah.
Which one would you rather?
You want to go to jail or you want to go home?
That's it. And he stepped back and said, what do you want me to do? And they said, we want you to continue talking to Dee Dee and we want you to wear a wire.
Okay.
He said, okay, but he said he was nervous because Dee Dee might find the wire on him because she was paranoid and always checking on him and shit.
Oh, God.
So Greg came up with an alternative. This is a good idea on Greg's part here. Okay. Greg Smith said, Red Bull can. I shaved the top of it, hollowed out the inside, and put a pop open cap on it. I took a small recorder and set it in set it inside and put styrofoam in it so it wouldn't move, so it would feel like something was in it. Okay. He made a wire out of a Red Bull can, then placed the can in his car's center console as his cup holder, and he used it as an ashtray for a cigarette. So it looked, who's going to look at an ashtray?
Yeah.
There you go.
And he's putting a cigarette in there, so it's like there's super nothing in there.
Totally. And he said, quote, when he pointed to it, that's the Dee Dee Moore catch can. So for the next 11 days, he records all of his conversations with her.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Here's some recordings. Here's some quotes. Here's Dee Dee. I'm so deep in this with you right now. If you go down, I go down. I'm not going to get caught. Okay. That doesn't sound good. She tells Greg about a drug dealer named Ronald who had supposedly killed Abraham. Now she's got a story. She said Ronald and his crew were threatening to kill and chop up her son.
Oh.
So, that's how it goes. So Greg tells her that the phone call to Elizabeth didn't work and that she knew it wasn't her son's voice. So Dee Dee said, okay, we got to forge a letter.
Oh.
We got to take this further.
That's incriminating as fuck.
Right? The detective said, and Greg's like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? So then comes this elaborate letter scheme. She purchased a laptop and a printer to write a phony letter to his mother, rents a hotel room, brings Greg up there, all while we're listening. She's got this elaborate thing, and they're just listening to everything they're doing. And types up this elaborate letter while wearing a hairnet to keep her DNA off. She's wearing gloves and basically types this letter in what she thinks is Abraham's voice. His voice is not typing. That's his voice. He can't fucking write.
Yeah.
Why did she not understand that part of it?
Well, she's dumb.
She's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
It's amazing she can read. So, and she's literally dictating this letter to Greg, what she's typing while we're listening to it. I'm typing this and that.
Yeah.
Wow. Burner laptop, gloves, a hairnet, forging a letter to a dead man's mother. Very classy. So then on the recording, she asked Greg if he knew anyone willing to take the fall for the murder. Right. Tons of people looking to take a fall for that. One of the detectives said she entrusted Gregory Smith to find someone she said that was willing to take a fall for this. Detective Clark said, he tells Dee Dee, hey, what's going on? Is Abraham dead or alive? I really don't care at this point because I'm all in. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, well, if he's dead, I got a cousin that just got popped and is about to go to prison for 30 years in the federal system on drug charges. If you got money, and you obviously got money, Dee Dee, he'll take the murder rap.
Okay.
He'll do it. So she agreed. She said, I will pay $50,000 to this cousin if he would confess to killing Abraham and tell the police where the body is.
Oh, because she knows.
She knows, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Now, Detective Clark said she agreed to it. And I mean, we are like secretly high-fiving each other. We're like, yes, it worked. She's a fucking moron. So the cousin was actually a guy named Mike Smith, who's an undercover narcotics officer from the Lake Wales Police Department.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marissa Green, the reporter, said Mike Smith was the best undercover narcotics cop ever. I mean, when you look at him, you think he's coming to kill you.
Oh, he's scary, too.
Yeah, he sells it. The undercover officer tells Dee Dee he needs proof before he confess. So he needed... Yeah. He said, I need proof. I need to know where the body's buried, and I need the murder weapon so they'll believe me. This is great. Oh, my God. So January 25th, 2010, Dee Dee Moore takes Greg Smith on a ride out to the property on State Road 60 that's in Char's name.
Absolutely. No hesitation.
No hesitation. Okay. So this is how this is, like I said, the boyfriend's house. Yeah. There's no neighbors except for an empty trailer next door.
Right.
And there's an orange grove across the street. Middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so David Clark, the detective, says they get out and they walk towards the far back of the house. And she says, Abraham's body is right here, right underneath this concrete slab.
Yeah.
Okay, so she marked the spot with a piece of rebar so they could find it when they came back to dig.
Yeah.
She gave Greg the keys to a white Ford F-150 pickup truck with an enclosed trailer and the vehicle that they would use to transport the body inside.
Yeah.
Inside the trailer were shit that she purchased, a galvanized metal trough, bleach, gloves, and plastic sheeting.
Oh, boy.
A whole Dexter kit in there, plus a galvanized metal trough, which he never used. Then she handed Greg Smith a gun. Yeah.
And David said, Clark, this killed him?
And this, by the way, is all while he's wearing a wire.
Yeah,
which is
idiot.
Amazing. So David Clark, the detective, says 38 caliber handgun. And she tells him, this is it, this is it, this is what killed him. So now we have the murder weapon. By the way, the original purchaser of the gun was Dee Dee Moore.
What?
It's her gun registered to her and everything. Smith & Wesson, a 38 Smith & Wesson revolver with an integrated laser sight.
Nice.
That was registered to her. She purchased it from a local gun shop, had even trained with it at the store shooting range.
That's not a target gun.
No, it's not a target. Well, just to, I guess, how it feels. So
but it's just a cumbersome little.
Yeah. I could see if you never had it before.
Yeah, you need to learn.
Squeeze it off one just to.
But you've got to.
What it does.
If it's got a laser sight in the grip, you point it and you fire.
That's
it. You don't even have to put your eyes down the sight.
No, just there's the laser. There's where that is.
Bang.
So this is crazy. Moore said in this recording, I wish I never met Abraham Shakespeare. Trust me, I wish I never got involved with him. This has ruined my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not, it was doing great before that. It was all fluffed up and doing fine.
Yeah.
So on the recordings, Dee Dee gave Greg another detail. She said, when you exhume the body, you're going to find a surprise.
Oh.
Okay. In Abraham's sock, or maybe in a pouch around his waist, there's likely to be $67,000 in cash.
What?
Yeah. So she said that you could use that money to pay your cousin.
Why would
I don't know why.
Why would you bury the man with $67,000?
Makes no sense.
It's an awful lot of money.
Then she said something even crazier than that, and that is crazy. You're 100% right. She said, bring marshmallows because we're going to have to burn the body.
Why would you?
I just,
bring some hot dogs. Bring all kinds of open fire food. We're going to cook it.
God.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we're going to get man fumes on it. That is horrifying. So anyway, later that night, Greg called Dee Dee and said, hey, the plan hit a snag. Police are at the property already. What do I do? We need to meet. So Dee Dee rushed to the parking lot of the Lakeland Mall where detectives are waiting for them. David Clark says, Dee Dee tells Greg to meet her in the parking lot of the mall. We rush in, we throw Greg in handcuffs, and I go, Dee Dee? I go, Dee Dee, we've got some problems. And she says, yes, we do.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up bad.
It's all on tape, isn't it?
Uh-oh. Yeah. They should have ripped open his shirt and went, hey, how stupid are you?
Hey, Dum Dum, look at this. Yeah.
So they obtain search warrants and bring in heavy equipment. The concrete slab had to be broken up and moved carefully.
Jesus. That's another $10,000 of his money for fucking concrete.
Even more. Well, this is the police doing that, so the
but that's
state
what I mean.
will pay for this.
They're
one.
breaking up $10,000 worth of concrete.
Worth of digging in concrete. So one of the detectives said, last night we put all the information together. We were able to get it approved through the state's attorney's office. At that point, when the search warrants are physically signed by the judge, we were able to take control of the property. Yeah. We had arranged that night to have county maintenance services bring out heavy equipment because we knew we were dealing with a large plank of concrete that needed to be broken up and removed. Yeah. They had to dig for 3 days. So they had to do it carefully.
Jesus.
This is like you're an anthropologist getting a T-Rex out of the ground.
Fucked
like
up.
This needs to be gentle and brushes and all that shit. So they said they removed only 4 inches of dirt at the time to avoid disturbing evidence. An anthropologist from the University of South Florida was called in to assist. One detective said, we came down to a point in the exhumation where we started to smell decomposition of human remains. Yeah. After his body was placed in this grave that was dug, Dee Dee Moore then put on top of the body some bags of lime, maybe to limit the smell of decomposition and so forth. We also found receipts and video surveillance of her purchasing the lime. Not good.
Yeah.
January 29, 2010, his remains were positively identified through fingerprints.
Oh, Jesus.
Poor Abraham. Yeah. It was found 6 feet underground beneath a 30 by 30 foot concrete slab, right where Dee Dee had marked it with the rebar.
Fucking Christ.
The medical examiner determines that he'd been shot twice in the chest with a .38 caliber handgun.
Oh, shit.
Yep. They also found...
You shot the man in the chest?
Right in the chest. Fucking down. So he might have lived for a minute, too.
That's my point. He didn't die fast. That's so fucked up.
Hopefully right in the heart, because that's brutal. Jesus. They also found pieces of clothing on the body that matched what Abraham was wearing in the video that Dee Dee recorded on April 6th, 2009, the last day anyone saw him alive. The Detective David Clark drove to Florida Southern College, where Elizabeth worked, Abraham's mom, and he said, I let her know that we'd recovered a body. Didn't want her to go home and see it on the news, and that we were pretty confident it was Abraham. Right. She was emotional, but I think she was prepared for it. The press conference says, quote, it's painfully obvious he didn't get out there by himself. Somebody put that body in that hole. This isn't by any means just where we find someone on the side of the road. Someone obviously put him in there.
Well done, man.
Yeah, concrete work was done over him. This isn't an accident. So, Jesus.
Yeah.
A friend said this about him, said that, Abraham used to live a humble life. Before he bought the winning lottery ticket, he joined a church and was baptized. That's because he was having troubles at that point. This person said when he won the lottery, he forgot about being saved. Yeah, because guess who asked for the most money from people? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Church. Yeah.
And guess who oftentimes gives it in hopes of anything?
Yeah.
It's people that it's not the fucking wealthy. The wealthy aren't in church cutting checks. They're out there making more money. The people that need it the most are the ones giving money and begging for salvation.
I totally read the book about Jim and Tammy Faye Baker, the whole PTL thing, and that's who they concentrated on. They said if you have $10 and that's all you have, you give it to us.
Yeah.
And then, you give it to us, and then you'll end up with $15.
Right.
And then you give us $12, and then you'll end up with another $20. Like, that's literally what they would tell people. Like that was actual math.
Just going to keep growing because
God wants you to be happy.
God does
that'd be great.
Investment opportunities of goodwill.
The problem is these were poor people who couldn't afford to give this money to rich people who were using it for anything but helping the poor or whatever the fuck. So
for what Jim Baker used money for.
Exactly. So they bring Dee Dee in for interrogation, obviously. It is fucking bizarre. This is a 3-hour-long interrogation. There's no way we could go through it all.
Oh, God, it's got to be awesome.
It's crazy. So the detective said, we drive to our substation, take her into an interview room, sit her down. She's like, I'm just so grateful. You guys are such great detectives. The guy you just handcuffed, he killed Abraham. And I'm so scared for my life and my family's life. Thank God. Make sure that guy goes to prison forever. He killed Abraham. So,
we know.
Yeah. So David Clark said, and I said, you're talking about Greg Smith? And she's like, yes. Is that his name, the guy you handcuffed? She's acting like she didn't even know this guy.
You don't know him, lady?
Is that his name?
Uh-huh.
And I said, yeah. And she's like, yes. And I go, well, you got some bad news, Dee Dee. How do you think I know his name? I know Greg Smith. Ever since the day that you paid him to make that phone call to Abraham's mother, I've heard every conversation you've had with him. Every time you talk to him, I listen to the recordings. I know everything.
Yeah.
And he said she completely pivoted right away.
You do? You did?
From that.
Fuck.
They said she tells us that she talks to Abraham at least on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis, and that he's fine and he wanted to get away from all these people asking him for money. She told us that he'd went off on a cruise. She said he was just traveling on his own. She didn't know his exact location. This is all before we know we've heard everything. So they said that she would even demonstrate to detectives how she would contact Abraham. She pulled out her phone right there in the interview room and sent him a text message. And the detective said, and then we sit there and watch her. She sends him a text message. Abraham, I need to talk to you. Please call me. And so we take her at her word. And she's like, he'll call me. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess probably in that first day, we're like, maybe it's going to work out. So we said, hey, meet back up in the morning and let us know, which she did. And she said, I haven't heard back from him. Now we have to find out why. Now she's interested in
in the morning, there was no text. And she was like, you guys aren't going to believe this. He didn't write back. I thought he would.
I thought he would.
Yeah.
So then they put together a color-coded chart showing cell tower data and confronted Dee Dee with it.
Yeah.
They're like, see this?
Yeah.
They said, we say, Dee Dee, listen, we're a little smarter than you give us credit for.
We're smarter than you.
Way smarter than you.
Yeah.
We've pulled this data and we had a chart made up, color-coded chart, and show her. At this point, she just lied about everything. Yeah. And we're pretty confident that Abraham's probably not alive because this is while they were going to dig.
Yeah.
And she kind of puts her head down and she's like, okay, you got me. I have Abraham's phone.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me. That's the big crime I committed. I have his phone. I'll be going now. See you later, guys. So she said that Abraham had given her the phone. He told her police would do cell phone investigations, and he wanted her to use his phone, so it made it look like he was still around.
Right.
You know. The detective said, she's like, before he went missing, he told me police are going to do this. They do cell phone investigations. Ding, ding. Oh, my God. And so he wanted me to use his phone to send out messages to make it look like it.
All right.
So, yeah, this was all planned. And we're like, this makes no sense, Dee Dee. None of that makes sense.
You're sounding dumb.
You're sounding really stupid. Can you read, Dee Dee? So Dee Dee then insists that she's scared of a man named Ronald who threatened her and her ex-husband, James.
His pal Grimace.
Yeah, exactly. The Hamburglar is coming hard. Dee Dee says, all right, you don't protect me. You won't do nothing. You don't care if I'm killed. You don't care. You think it's a big deal. You think I've done this. You think I took a gun and shot somebody. I'm so upset.
Did we say that he was shot?
This is after, yeah.
Okay.
The cop says, okay, I'm not yelling at you. I haven't met you, okay, other than meeting you out in the parking lot. So let's not get off to a bad start, he says. I think we got some things to talk about, obviously. I've only been involved with the information and, looking at this whole thing for like 5 days now, okay? Right. I don't have 10 months of knowledge like Detective Wallace and Detective Clark. Okay, when you're talking about two agencies involved with each other, we have unlimited resources, and we can find out and accomplish anything we want to, such as a collective agency together. Okay, now, I rely on them because this pretty much has been their investigation.
Right.
She says, well, if I've lied to them, it's because I'm scared of this man and they don't believe me. As for protection, they keep asking me, they know I was keeping something from them and they knew I had something. They knew I kept hiding something, not telling them everything because I'm really scared. They don't believe me. I ask if they can give me protection, and I tell them after last night, I didn't care. I wish I found out then you really didn't, that he really died. I didn't care. I'd rather be dead myself. I don't care. I don't want him in jail. That's what she goes off to say. So the cop, because that makes no sense.
Nothing.
That's just
rambling horseshit.
Yeah. The cop says, all right, time out, which is exactly what I wanted to say in the middle of that. This man that you're supposedly scared of, who are we referring to?
Greg?
What supposed man here?
Right. Abraham?
Dee Dee said his name's Ronald.
Oh, yeah.
Tall guy, red hair.
Red hair. Yeah.
White face.
Big red shoes. Yellow
red
jumpsuit.
shoes. Can't miss him. Yeah, can't miss him. Maybe smelling of hamburgers is possible.
Striped red and white stripes on the sleeve.
So she said his name's Ronald. James Shakespeare. I talked to him. He threatened him too because James called me and he got a threat from Ronald too, one of his relatives.
Yeah.
He threatened him so bad that he went to the sheriff's department and filed a report.
Oh.
The cop says, okay, hang on a minute here. Okay, 5 days of catching up with this stuff. I've seen a lot of the interviews. I saw your interview from Monday night. Okay, I'm going to sit here right from the start and let you know. I'm not going to sit here and listen to more twists and turns, okay? You are not going to clue this fucking story.
Fair.
You don't get to come up with a choose-your-own-adventure ending. This is different.
Don't tell us what's what. We tell you. You just tell us what you did.
That's it. He said, we're not going to go down different roads and paths because I don't need to right now.
Yeah.
Hang on. He said that she starts talking. He said, hang on, hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to listen to you, okay? And I want to hear from you, but I want to practice it by telling you, or preface it by telling you, I'm not going to be led down the wrong path and I'm not going to be led astray because I'm not going to spin my wheels and waste my time, and I'm not going to waste Polk County's time because you know why we don't need a lot of our questions. You know why we don't need a lot of our questions have been answered. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. And now it's time to lay everything out on the table and get to the bottom of it, okay? I have my opinion, along with Detective Wallace, and we're pretty much on the same page to make these things work. He said, did you hear the part that you said that we're on the same page, and keep listening? Okay, we're on the same page. So let's just get that clear.
Yeah.
And she says, all right, you think I shot the man too. And he said, I'm not telling you what I think right now because I don't lay my cards out like that.
Yeah.
He said, maybe I think that, maybe
I hold
not.
him close to the chest so you can't peek at him. Yeah.
No peeking. I'm willing to listen to you to a point, okay? But when I'm done listening to some more charades, we're going to cut it off right there. And all right, let's not waste our time anymore. Let's not waste this time. Let's not waste my time, all right? Because as of right now, listen to me, as of right now, I have a homicide in my county and I have a body recovered. Obviously, I have a pretty good idea of what happened. It's time to lay that out right now.
Okay.
And Dee Dee says, I did not kill that man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
Really?
Did not. Not didn't, by the way.
Very green eggs and ham.
Yep. The cop said, then who did?
Yeah.
Good
was
question.
It Sam I Am? Who was it?
She said James Shakespeare got Ronald to come and seeing him and scared him so bad that he went, and the cop cuts her off and says, is that true? Did he file false reports? Did he say that he's seen Abraham? He never went through the sheriff's department. There's been no report from anyone that he was alive.
Okay.
So that's a lie. Dee Dee says, so he lied to me. Look, now she's... Dude, the fucking cloons on this lady are wild.
He lied to me too. God
I've been lied to? Oh,
I've been taken advantage of. I'm hurt.
These people, they hurt my feelings.
I'm hurt.
Wow. So the cop says, in fact, let me give you a hint about James Shakespeare. I've been talking to him ever since this thing's been going on, and I know that you've approached him about things and you'd offered to pay him money to tell stuff. Okay, look at me for a minute. Look at me for a minute. This is very important. Let me tell you something. None of these little stories like he told were going to fly anymore, okay? Honestly, at this point, what you need to start realizing, if you love your son like you say you love your son, that you tell me you tell me you do, okay? You need to make sure he has at least one parent left on the outside. Listen to me, all right? It's time to start admitting what you did. Honestly, no more games about Ronald.
Right.
No more, listen, look at me, look at me. No more, don't say another word. Listen, no more games about Ronald. No more games.
No more McNuggets.
No more McNuggets for you. It will not happen. So Dee Dee said, I have a very good idea of what happened, okay? You tell me James Moore, her husband, did dig that thing. Okay, I know he did, all right? James Moore knows he did, okay? I just spent the afternoon with James Moore, okay? I just left with James Moore all night, all right? She said, and then the cop says, we know what happened. Now it's important for you to tell the truth if you want RJ to have a father out here with you, with him, or if you didn't do anything, if you want RJ. So she said, the cop said, he dug the hole. And he dug the hole, and he showed us right where he physically came over, Dee Dee, and stood out right of that last oak tree right behind the 2-story house and did one of these. It was about right here with the scoop pointing south. Yeah. The bucket went in, and I pulled the dirt to the north, and that matches exactly with the dirt that we had conducted. Yeah. And we had anthropologists out there. And he said, hang on a minute, that lined up the striations in the dirt and said, this is a one-scoop job right here. And I told Clark that. Dee Dee said, they told me they did not put Abraham in that pool, that how in the hell was he in the bottom of the hole? They lied to me. Ronald didn't lie to me. The drug dealer lied to me. Now there's a drug dealer, Ronald, this one, that. What are you talking about? She said, I don't care if you think I did it. Arrest me if you think about being an innocent. If you think about being an innocent person is going to jail, arrest me. So he said, stop for a minute.
Calm down.
And listen to me, okay? The hole, okay, it was dug in the afternoon of April 7th, okay? James came back 2 hours later, and you met him there and over the dug hole. And listen to me, don't say another word. April 17th, you met there, you called him over, and he dug the hole, and you asked him the hole okay, and you were there alone, nobody else around. He called you back at 5:52. I have all the phone records, you know? I know exactly where you were, and I know where he was at. I know. I know where everybody was at 5:52. You called him back, he came over to the house, and he filled back in that hole. He said, you were the only one there. You were hot and sweaty over the hole where Abraham was found yesterday. There were no other holes dug there. We've had anthropologists out there. The color of the soil changes when you fill it back in. Holes they don't. This one's light, this one's dark. We have pictures, we have video. He said the pictures and the video, there's no doubt there's only one hole dug in that area. The hole where Abraham Shakespeare's body was found yesterday morning. Okay, Dee Dee? And he said, I don't hate you like you think I hate you. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I like your family. I like RJ for the sake of your son, okay? You made a mistake. That's an understatement of the year. Something went very wrong, and we need to know the reasons why. And I'm telling you right now, for the sake, and if you love your son, and you value your son for the rest of his life, it's important by you having your husband involved whatsoever, like you did, having your son and your husband dig that hole and unknowns to him bury the body.
RJ took it too.
No, I think he's saying because the husband did this. I think he's just rambling. Okay, at your direction, she said, okay, you put me right in the line of fire. Right now, and he said, without your complete honesty, right now there's a good chance that both you and James Moore will be going to prison for the rest of your lives. So she cries about RJ. If you want RJ to have his father out here, the rest of your son's life is in jeopardy. You've been selfish. You've been beyond selfish. Your son is going to school and getting ridiculed because of you.
Your boy's getting bullied. Are you proud of yourself?
You like that? Yeah. Detectives outline how Dee Dee formed the company, the LLC, faked meetings to transfer funds, spent lavishly, bought Hummers, Corvettes, trips. They said, you stole every dime. You had a decent business, but something about you. There's something deep down in your heart. It's greed. And Dee Dee said, I didn't steal his money. I had lots of trips before that.
What?
Okay, interesting. Then they say Abraham was killed on the 6th at your office with your gun. The body left overnight. The hole dug on April 7th. Slab poured a week later.
Yeah.
Said you went over to his house that night. You picked him up. Somewhere on the way, you decided Abraham gets killed. And Dee Dee then says, I was really, really scared.
What?
Okay. Detectives accuse her of orchestrating the fake call. You went and picked up his mother. You had Greg Smith call and say he was Abraham, while Abraham is laying rotting underneath your freaking cement pad.
Yeah.
She said, I was scared. Listen to me. I was promised he was not in that hole. Okay.
What are you doing?
Wow. So the detectives at one point say, do you know how to cook? You can stir the beans. Like you sure can stir some shit is what they're saying. I think that's a Southernism. On the bright side, you get to blow through $1 million. Life in prison means roaches go in, they don't come out, Dee Dee. And she said, that's not fair. You can have all my stuff. Little late for that, Deeds. Then they say, if you didn't do it, Dee Dee, who did it?
Yeah.
And she has Ronald, Cedric, drug dealers.
Yeah.
Cedric is a drug dealer too, I think she said. They say all roads lead to Dee Dee Moore. You're responsible for his death. She says, I didn't pull the trigger. Charge me for being responsible if you want.
Oh, boy.
She has many versions. Version 1, a drug dealer named Ronald killed him during a drug deal gone wrong.
Right.
2, Greg Smith actually killed him out of jealousy. That's another story. The barber guy. Jealous for some reason, even though he still hangs out with him and gives his mother money for mortgages and jealous. 3, Abraham's cousin Cedric, the one who reported him missing, shot him in cold blood while Dee Dee watched.
Usually people that did it end up telling, they file a police report.
You want a witness, too, when you kill somebody. You want to make sure that they see that, so, word can spread. Version 4, an unnamed lawyer did it.
Who knows? Just a lawyer. You know how bad
Just a
lawyers
lawyer.
are.
Check the bar registration, man. I don't know. I don't have access to those roles. Version 5, and this is saying something because at this point, this lady is a piece of utter shit.
She's pretty bad.
Sucks.
Yeah.
She fucking sucks. Then she takes it to not another level. She skipped another level and took it to a ridiculous level. Yeah. She said, my 14-year-old son shot him. RJ did it.
Is that right?
Yes. That is wild.
She's going to throw RJ under the bus.
She's trying.
Oh, he's a minor. He won't even get any time.
That's why. Yeah. Then we had to protect him as his parents. You know what I mean?
I think you have to do a 500-piece puzzle in Florida if you're 15 and do something like that.
I think so. Yeah, they make you do that.
And then if you can, by the time you get it done in 8 years, you can get out.
Yeah. So according to this version, Abraham showed up at her office demanding money. They argued. Abraham put his hands on her.
Yeah.
Her son walked in, saw his mother being attacked, went to her safe, grabbed the gun, and shot Abraham twice in the chest to protect her. This RJ is fucking Chuck Norris over here. Or what's the other one?
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of? Charles Bronson.
Or
loose with the gunplay. Yeah. Chuck Norris would just kick you. I don't think he'd shoot you as much.
Steven Seagal would beat you with a colander.
As long as you ran directly at him while he stood completely still.
He would pummel you with a colander until you're dead.
Have you seen those videos of him doing those demonstrations?
Oh, dude, it's the most embarrassing shit. Yes.
He's just standing there while some guy runs up and he moves two hands slowly and barely. And the guy does a flip over. Yeah. It's insanity. It's wild. So,
and he's been doing that for 100 years. There's an old story of him walking out of his trailer on some movie set, and and he's crying, James. He's crying, and he goes, "I just read the most amazing script ever written." And they go, "Oh yeah, who wrote it?" And he goes, "Oh, I did."
I remember. I know that story. Yep, that is hilarious. That is so fucking funny.
Steven Seagal, he's crying. He's got tears.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. That's awesome. God damn it. He's a complete
sucks.
tool. So the cop says, you've said so many different stories and spun so many different lives. It's amazing that you've got this imagination. I mean, maybe you should have written a book at some point because you come up with some of the biggest whoppers I've ever seen.
You're amazing, lady.
You are a liar. He said, quit trying to live your reality. Try and achieve. You're putting things in your mind and trying to live them out, and that's not how it is. You know, the only thing that's the truth is the truth and telling the truth. You're the one who had the body, but you're the one who had the body, but it's your property. All the money's in your name, everything. You're the only person. The only person's going to answer questions here is you. The story, okay, because I can guarantee you if you stop right now and the story stops right now where it is, like I told you, there's only two people that could be thrown in jail right now.
Yeah.
And that's you and James, who's your ex-husband. So Dee Dee said, you want to arrest James and you're blackmailing me to give you a name or to ask the person that killed Abraham to bury them. Okay. And so far, the cop said, so far all the shit you've given us isn't paying it out because, and she said, I didn't know their last name and I kept telling you.
How does she not understand that no other story is plausible? We've heard the tapes.
Yep.
We know where the body is.
We know what happened.
We know what happened. Just say it. Otherwise, we're going to have to go to trial and spend so much money.
It's so stupid. So Dee Dee says, my son RJ shot Abraham twice.
Wow.
Abraham was trying to choke me. RJ walked in the room, grabbed my gun, and shot him. He was only protecting me like any son would do.
Yeah.
And I'm only blaming my son for a murder like any mother would do.
Like a terrible mother would do.
Like an awful, awful mother. Mothers would take the blame themselves.
Yeah.
That's how mothers are.
Yeah,
at least
that's what
Italian
they're
ones.
supposed to
I don't
be.
know how the rest of them are, but yeah. So the detective said she wanted to profess her innocence and that she had nothing to do with this. She would put on the sob story. She would cry. You know, Abraham was my friend. I wouldn't harm him. She gave several accounts of what happened, but they all took place in her office. So he was killed in her office is what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Eventually, after hours of questioning, they said she finally snapped out of it and then just was like, I want to go home. Can I go home? And I go, yeah, I mean, you can go home, Dee Dee. We let her go home, but we're not letting her out of our sight. I know eventually she's going to jail.
Yeah, you can go home. We're going to have cops sitting out front waiting on you, but you can go.
They just want her so they can follow her and figure out what the hell, get more info on her, get more evidence on her. Because right now, at least disposal of a body, there's charges they could put on her. Now, her boyfriend, they go to her boyfriend, Shar, and tell him that the Corvette might have been paid for with lottery money stolen from a murder victim. Right. He immediately gave up the car to the police and said, you can have it. He, by the way, got married and moved to Atlanta later and got out of all this.
Good for you, Shar.
More evidence that Centauria Butler, the woman he had a child with, Abraham had a Jeremiah with, offered her house and a car, was offered a house and a car to lie about seeing Shakespeare. They said, say you've seen him recently, I'll give you a house and a car. But she instead reported it to the police.
Nice work.
She's not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's why. She's a nice person.
She just wanted her kid's dad to take care of her kid with her.
Yep. And cousin Cedric said Dee Dee paid him $5,000 to deliver a forged birthday card and a letter and a $100 check and a cross to Shakespeare's mother.
And he did it.
This is from our guy. Yeah. This is from fucking Abraham. So Dee Dee here is not arrested.
No.
But she's anticipating she'll be arrested. Sure. And so she's doing an interview with the Tampa Tribune.
Excellent.
That's what it is. Yep. She said she never hurt Shakespeare. She said, I would never take another human's life. No amount of money in the world is worth that.
Keep talking.
February 10th, 2010, arrested. She was under 24-hour surveillance. They compiled the evidence all up together, and she was leaving the Abraham's house, that neighborhood. They pulled her over. She is charged as an accessory after the fact in first-degree murder.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Even in handcuffs, they said she wouldn't shut the fuck up. There was a news crew there, and she gave an impromptu press conference from beside the police cruiser.
Oh, God, yes.
She said, because I have never hurt that man. He knows I would. Everyone knows I would never hurt that man in any way. So the reporter says, "Did you murder Abraham Shakespeare?" And she says, "Absolutely not."
Okay.
She then lectures the reporters about, you guys are scumbags.
Yeah.
She said, "What do you need to focus on? What you need to focus on is giving his family a week to grieve.
Yeah.
Just don't arrest anyone until they're grieved out. He's getting buried on Saturday. Don't any of you have hearts?" What?
Oh my God, he was shot in it. You asshole.
They always do it.
Always do it.
Always fucking say, I'm like,
never ending.
Don't you have hearts?
Right. Don't
Which
you?
is,
you fucking asshole. Like when people get their head cut off, they're like, we can't lose our heads about this. Every goddamn time.
Every fucking time.
They never stop.
She said, don't any of you think about his family?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about him. A man has died and he's finally getting a proper funeral. He did not deserve to be buried in a backyard like a piece of trash. Gee, if only someone could have stopped that. I wonder who that would have been. What the fuck, man?
You called your ex-husband to bury him.
Her attorney says Dee Dee may be a valuable witness against anyone responsible for the actual murder of Abraham Shakespeare.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the people said about this that it's unfortunate what she's done to the Shakespeare family, and said this lady's a professional con artist. Come to find out, she was the devil in disguise.
Yeah. Right.
The devil in disguise, my friend.
And a blue dress, perhaps.
And a blue dress on, with a blue dress on.
Yeah.
So anyway, they said that they have a word for people who took money from Shakespeare and didn't pay him back.
What do they call
said, I'd rather if they just didn't come. Abraham was they said that. Okay, they have a word for people, meaning this is for people who took money and didn't pay it back, not a word that we call them.
Got it. Okay.
He said, I'd rather they just didn't come. Abraham was a fine, loving son and father. He'll be missed more than words can say. We now leave judgment of those who harmed him in the hands of God and in the judicial system. That's his mom talking. That's Elizabeth. Then goes on to say, this is Sheriff Grady Judd, said, Dee Dee Moore's a con artist, and if she tried to sell me anything, I certainly wouldn't buy it.
Really?
Dee Dee Moore has cheated Abraham Shakespeare out of his money and possibly his life.
Okay.
The affidavit said, in conclusion, Ms. Moore has provided several accounts as to how Abraham Shakespeare was killed. In every account, Ms. Moore has been admitted to being present when he was killed. There's no credible evidence linking anyone other than Dee Dee Moore to the homicide of Abraham Shakespeare. The sheriff said, it leads us to believe that she pulled a con game on Shakespeare. She made the statement to us that she paid the $140,000 in cash. I'm pretty sure the IRS is going to be interested in that. Yeah. She's going to have bigger problems than Sheriff Judd.
If she didn't murder anybody, she's about to go to jail for tax evasion.
She's about to have fun in federal prison. And that we're going to make sure that they know that she apparently had $840,000 in cash. Oh, boy. Quite frankly, we don't see where she had $840,000. His mom said, it's very disappointing for me because Dee Dee had come to me or had me thinking he was in Orlando or had gone to California to get treated for his sickness. Yeah. She said that that Dee Dee would get text messages and say that was Abraham. I just can't understand how someone can do that knowing what has been done. She's a horrible person and you're not, Elizabeth Walker. That's why. You're a nice person. Yeah. She said that they're no longer friends, her and Dee Dee.
Cut her off.
No longer friends. She said, but she promises, this is the mom. Yeah. This is why he's a nice, he was kind to people and empathetic because this is his mom. She says she promises to eventually forgive him for the death. She said, I was very hurt. I don't think she should be free again. I think she needs to repent to God for what she done. After that, it's up to God and the laws of the land.
Okay, so give me some time because grieving's different for everybody. But once I get over it, I'm going to get over her too.
I'll get over it. She said she gained my confidence in her as a friend. You meet a friend and you just come to love them. But I love my son also, and it hurts me deeply to think that he would be living today if it wasn't for his life being taken. Yeah. So then they elevate the charges to first-degree murder with premeditation. Yeah. So they said the theory is obviously that she loaded his body into a metal trailer attached to an ATV, then rolled him to the hole that her ex-husband had dug. She dumped the body in, poured bags of lime over the remains, and then called him to come back and fill it up.
Wow.
Yep. They said they thought that he caught on to the swindle, showed up and said, I want my fucking money. And as a result, she shot and killed him. 2010, she's in jail, and she's got a new story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said Abraham showed up armed demanding money. Not only was he choking her, now he had a gun.
Oh.
And that's when RJ shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dee allegedly offered $1 million, buried $1 million for favors, apparently, to different people. So they said they revealed a garage, closet, body storage, buried money, and a storage unit. So they figured out kind of where he was based on DNA. The trial comes up here. People said they barely recognized her.
Really?
They said her hair had grown out to its natural brown. She lost a considerable amount of weight. She later claims they were starving and torturing her. People didn't recognize her.
Yeah.
It's a jury of 8 men and 4 women here. The prosecutor said soon after Dee Moore met Abraham Shakespeare, she became his financial advisor. And within 90 days of that meeting, she had taken control of every asset that Abraham Shakespeare had left.
Right.
His last $1.5 million, the house on Red Hawk Bend, and the debts he had on the street. Within 60 days of having been divested of everything he owns to Dee Moore, all that's left of Abraham is his decaying body in a grave under a concrete slab behind a house she bought near Plant City.
Wow.
Wow. The defense said, quote, I think you'll see from the evidence little or no hard evidence as direct evidence to prove this charge of murder against her. He said the real killer could have been one of the many people Abraham had loaned money to that didn't want their debts called in.
Sure.
So her ex-husband testifies that she had him dig a hole, claiming it was for debris. Her ex-boyfriend said that she showered him with expensive gifts, including a Corvette and a Chevy truck.
Right.
Mom, Elizabeth Walker, testified that the last time she saw her son alive, he had come to visit and brought her his CD player because hers was broken. She talked about the fake Christmas call. Yeah. Centoria Butler, ex-girlfriend, said that Dee offered her a car and a house if she would lie to detectives about seeing him alive. Greg Smith, barber/informant. They did hours of audio recordings. He testified for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. The bank manager talks about the meeting minutes and the being scammed and all of that. They also talk about how she offered $50,000 for the undercover officer to take the blame for the murder. It's a lot. During this whole trial, she makes more of a spectacle of herself.
Oh, really?
She made faces at the witnesses. She would wink and wave at the jury.
Don't do that.
Can't do that. She loudly sobbed during testimony. She would rock back and forth in her chair. The judge said, quote, Miss Moore, I've cautioned you throughout these proceedings. Any gestures, facial expressions, audible comments showing approval or disapproval are not acceptable.
Right.
Cut this shit out.
Sit the fuck still.
During one witness, she had an outburst, and she said, I'm tired of all these people lying. This is my life.
Yeah.
The judge called a recess.
It's my life.
The judge called a recess and told her lawyers to shut her the fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
The tapes came in. Wow, there's a lot. They heard.
Oh, boy.
Greg, she gave Greg the murder weapon, told him to file off the serial number.
What?
Yeah. She told him to wipe her fingerprints off the battery on the laser sight. They heard her show him the grave and tell him to bring a cattle trough to burn the body and saying, bring marshmallows. That's going to be real bad.
Marshmallows.
Everything. But none of the recordings ever said, I killed him. That's what her defense is basically, fucking counting on here. Yeah. They said that a conversation about moving the body, Smith said, show me where the property at, and I'll take my time and I'll go out there and move the shit. And I'll move him not in Florida. He won't be there. And she said, how are you going to do something like that? And he said, Dee, our life is at stake right now.
Yeah.
Also, at one point, she was asking him what would happen if they found Shakespeare dead and who would the cops blame, and they came up with Ronald. She came up with Ronald to do that.
Well, so eating a Big Mac? I don't know, a guy named Ronald?
Yeah. She gets caught lying. The judge asked her a question outside of the jury.
Yeah.
And she said, that was not a house I owned. And they said, well, why do you pay the property taxes? And she said, I did not pay the property taxes. And they said, so why does the Hillsborough County property appraiser have you as the owner? She said, let me see. I am not the owner. Judge was like, all right, bitch, we're gonna find out about this shit.
Says you're the owner.
She does not testify.
Okay.
I think we have a pretty good idea of what the kind of summary from the prosecution is.
Yeah, the question.
The defense, on the other hand, what do you say?
What do you say? What's your defense? Self-defense?
Her defense attorney said, if you listen to the tapes, we believe the evidence will show you that this is a desperate, panicked, perhaps emotionally unstable woman finding herself in an impossible situation, trying to find an explanation that can salvage her life and her son's life.
Sure.
This is an alternate explanation of those facts that you must weigh, and you must ask yourself if the state has presented sufficient evidence to exclude that possible interpretation of the evidence. Sure. Because if it had not, in your opinion, then it constitutes reasonable doubt. Mm-hmm. The verdict takes less than 3 hours, and they find her guilty of first-degree murder.
Of course.
The judge says, quote, cold, calculated, cruel, they all apply. Manipulative, probably the most manipulative person that this court has ever seen.
Wow.
Abraham Shakespeare was your prey and your victim. Money was the root of the evil that brought you to Abraham. You, ma'am, may fuck off life without parole.
Well,
plus an additional 25 years for using the firearm during a commission of a felony.
Yeah, firearm charges. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Plus, they go through all the assets, and they're going to have to split that out, the cars, the assets, all that shit. She does another interview in 2013, a prison interview, and she says that she's laughing, and they say, why are you laughing about a man being murdered and buried in your backyard? And she says, because I find it entertaining that people are ignorant. Okay. 2015, an appeal citing failures of her attorneys. Fuck that. 2017, Moses' mother, Antoinette, wins $1 million on a scratcher ticket. What the fuck? Moses should play the lottery constantly. That kid has
both his parents won the lottery?
That's insanity.
She got $1 million.
2019, she wrote a letter to the court, not her, Dee Dee Moore did, and said, I really did not kill him.
Oh, God.
I don't want to be in here.
Yeah.
She appealed again, 2019, gets nothing. She backs a new law in 2022. There's a law that says that it would keep lottery winners for 90 days, their identity would be kept secret. Mm. And she is against it. She's for the law. She said it puts a target on them. She said that after she shot a guy who won the goddamn lottery. Yeah. Wow. She said, I don't even feel 90 days is enough time. You've got to understand, this person has to change their whole life around.
They got to disappear in 90 days.
That's right. The only dissenting view on that law was one of the senators who said, people want to know who won the lottery because it's a government-run, taxpayer-funded program. Mm-hmm. And to prove they've dispersed the funds, you have to have a person who won it, which makes sense also. 2023, she wants a new trial, and they said, get the fuck out of here. Keep home. Going. Yeah. 2023, Elizabeth Walker dies.
Oh, no. His mom?
That's sad, but she was in her 80s.
She got justice, too. That's nice.
Yep. 2025, in an interview, she said, quote, I feel there's a lot of ignorance in the world that doesn't understand that this was a one-sided trial.
Ma'am.
Jesus. One time, final thought from one of the detectives said, Abraham never hurt no one, never tried to hurt no one, just a simple man that didn't deserve this. And in the end, winning this money took her life, or took his life. Yeah. Little thing, Marissa Green is Lakeland Ledger. She did a great job. This has been on it was on 2020, CNBC, American Greed, Investigation Discovery, Deadly Women, Snapped, Hulu something,
Snapped?
Peacock,
she just had enough?
In the backyard.
What the fuck?
This isn't a Snapped.
No.
She had enough. TLC, The Lottery Changed My Life, and Curse of the Lottery. But I bet no one told it like we did.
No.
So that's what I'm talking about. And the book is Unlucky Number, The Murder of Lottery Winner Abraham Shakespeare, which would have kind of gave away the whole fucking story.
Poor bastard.
By Deborah Mathis and Gregory Todd Smith. which is, by the way, our barber friend, Greg Smith, Gregory Todd Smith. He helped write the book. There you go, everybody. That is Plant City, Florida. Hope you like that show. We really hope you like that show. If you enjoyed it, get on whatever app you're on, whatever you're listening to. Boy. Give it 5 stars. If you're on Netflix, go ahead and do whatever you can to say it's
love
good
it,
stuff.
Like it, whatever the
love it, like
extra thing is you can do. I don't know.
Like it, you love it, you want some more of it. Yeah. Tell them, goddammit, and tell them you're on the country porch picking or whatever the fuck you're doing. Do that. Hang out with us. Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com.
Oh, yeah.
Come see us at a live show because they are so much fun, the live shows. There's tons of pictures and all sorts of stuff. February 21st, Nashville is our first show of the year. Get in there. Please. And then Durham on March 6th, Atlanta on March 7th, Your Stupid Opinions in Phoenix on March 21st, and then a whole bunch more you can check out at shutupandgivememurder.com. Definitely follow on social media at Smalltown Murder on Instagram, at Smalltown Pod on Facebook. You should do that. You should definitely get Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.com/crime in sports. Anybody $5 a month or above, you get everything we put out. Everything, including first hundreds of back bonus episodes you've never heard before immediately upon subscription. New ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder. This week, Crime and Sports, William Tank Black. Coach turned agent turned criminal. Master P's involved in there somewhere. It's crazy stuff. STM, Small Town Murder for Patreon. We're going to talk about the Perfect Neighbor documentary right on Netflix. You can go check that out first now and do that. Also, tons of supplemental stuff on YouTube for that. Lots of great stuff. People have been asking us to talk about that forever. Patreon.com/crime in sports. And you get everything we put out, all 3 shows, ad-free. And you get a shout out right goddamn now. Jimmie, hit me with the names of the best people in the world who just want to hang out with us and just want to be wonderful and keep this show going. Hit me with them right now.
This was executive producer Sarah Younger, Marissa Foster's partner in crime, Tracy, who passed away a few years ago.
Sorry about
evidently, he was a terrific man, Tracy.
Shit.
Other producers also, executive producers. Gary Howard is in East L.A.
Gary.
Happy Hours in Hobbs, New Mexico. Looks like Gary wins this round.
Aaron, you win.
Aaron Zinsley, Robert McLaren, who is Stroke Malone, James. Stroke Malone. Jesus Christ.
Very mature. I like it.
Karen Richards and Cherie Deacon. Thank you all so much for what you do. Other producers this week. Scarlett Horbeast III, Ryan Bender, Janice Hill, Matthew Martin, Sarah Rossiter, Dan Caves, Naimo, with no last name, Whitney Breed, Kay Spears, Matt Clark, Kim Shantini, James with no last name, Katie Crucy, Lisa Kalinowski, Megan Hanhold. It's probably Hanold, right? EU Stinky Nuts. I don't know if that's a real name. Joe Jabobi, Joe Job, Joe Jabo, Joe Jobe, Allison Hughes, Jacob Darreling. Am I right? Erica with no last name. Anna Eggleston, Olgie Oglethorpe,
look at
Scarlett.
That. There you go. There's a Slapshot reference. We were just talking about that.
Olgie Oglethorpe, was that one of them?
Yeah, Olgie Oglethorpe is one of the
was it one of the brothers?
Guys. That's one of the guys that they were afraid to fight. Wasn't he the tough guy?
No, I don't know. I don't remember names. I'm so bad at names. Scarlett Howard, I call my dog my other dog's name. Both of them. So it's working out perfect. I call my daughter my sister's name. So it's
that's just as you're getting old.
I'm probably dying.
My grandmother used to go, my Jimmie, Jessie, Carolina, Beth. She'd go through a whole thing before she'd get to.
It's perfect. In my 40s. I'm already doing it. Marbinski, Hope Reedon, Lacey Wiederholt, Jamie Johnson, Amanda Wilson, Justin Owens. Did I say Scarlett Howard? I think I did. Stephanie King, Lauren Parks, Lisa Wilson, High as Kaz, Mary Angel Diaz, Cecilia Bastorico. Oh, that's getting close. Cassie with no last name, Rhiannon Riley, Sonny R, Pam with no last name, Kennedy Cox, Beth Rubenstein, Jody Bounting, Izzy Brooke, Ren Art, Patrick Gunshock, HMT, Traquise Yeager. Traquise? That is a major Traquise. That's a terrific name. Sarah Johnston, Linda Stone, Derek McCuller, Nate Daly, Lisa Corpy, Patrick Patrick Shea with a T, James.
Patrick?
Laura Kroger. Yeah. Amber Mahmood. Matt Lehman. Sandra Morse. Ava Destruction. Abola with no last name. Lisa Hoare. Jonathan Downey. Linda Hansel. Monica Butcher. I've said that a lot. Laura Miller, Steve Matheson, Andrew with no last name, Lisa McPherson, Arlo Kronig, Benjamin from the North, Rye Sancho, Jonathan Hilton, Amanda Guarino, Ryan McCreary, Sherry with no last name, Katie Rapp, Lynette, Ann, Rory Fitzpatrick, Tim Rohrenbach, Lori Martinek, Jean, perhaps, Gray, John Hash, Joshua with no last name, Shannon Nusaware, Shannon Wooten, Zoe Anderson, Cole W, Unicorns with no last name, Shannon with no last name, Taylor Millaway, Tammy Dossier, Karina with no last name, Trevor Klump. How about that? They got a Trevor, too. Beth with no last name. Dari with no last name. Robert W. Anthony Festa. Chase the Stars. Lee with no last name. Marco Getty, probably Ann's brother. Or the Images. And all of our patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. You beautiful, just wonderful bastards. We can't tell you how much we appreciate everything you do. Keep coming back and hanging out with us week after week. Tell your friends.
Tell them all.
Hang out. Social media, all that good stuff. And if you want to follow us on social media, shutupandgivememurder.com has drop-down menus that take you there, tickets wherever you want to go. And until next week, everybody, it's been our pleasure.
Bye.